rocks in his fucking goddamn pants.
Oh, he had them in his pants, and then you washed. So you washed the rocks.
Yeah, the rocks got washed. Didn't make any noises, but as soon as they went into the dryer, I was like, fucking God, my fucking dryer's broke. I was so pissed.
Epic.
But it wasn't broke. It was just rocks. I was like, oh, sweet. I don't need to spend $100.
I think you need to squeeze your microphone already. Wait. Yep.
I did something special to it the last time.
I know you like Hulked it. Hulk smashed it.
Oh, it went up.
Get fucked.
Yeah, but look.
You choked it out. It went.
It was like, okay, I work now. Fine.
Fucking fuck up again, and I'll fucking choke your ass out again, microphone.
Yes, please. What?
Yes.
Yes, please.
Oh, we didn't show him the meme that I was going to put on.
God damn it.
God
You motherfucker.
Headphones are on.
Dude,
54 seconds.
We haven't even done the introduction.
Not even a fucking minute!
I have never done that.
You have not.
Not even a fucking minute! Wow, that's
Don't you know the
impressive.
rule, man? Once the headphones are on.
That's it.
Oh,
And that's it.
no.
Fucking purple.
Fucking purple.
Fucking purple.
Printed this out. He's going to put it on his case.
What's that say?
Well,
I know.
I am once again asking for a 99.
all right, hold on.
we got story time.
I actually have a couple stories. Well, hello and welcome to another episode of the Grossly Off Topic Podcast. I'm your host, Papa Smurf.
Two cans.
I be Redbeard.
Yeah.
Florida Man.
Who said the yeah? I'm 31.
It wasn't me.
Yeah.
It wasn't me.
Two cans.
It wasn't me.
Here we go, on the counter.
It's your turn, by the way.
I said 31.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
didn't hear it.
Yeah.
Probably because you're not paying attention already.
You got
I
too-
know.
Nah.
You got too many dicks in your ears. That's
I was
why.
going to comment. He started
Too
to show
many.
off pretty well with his mouth close to the
Yeah.
microphone and everything. So let's see how long that.
I'll slowly
Yeah.
go like this. Hey, how y'all doing?
Yeah, at least pull the at least pull the mic up.
No, now I text like this.
And that's why your mic's so loud.
I know you can't
back.
spend several just a little bit. First off, you should only be texting us.
No, okay. Sorry.
So
No, he's texting his fiance.
I know.
Former future ex-wife.
That's bad.
He pulls his phone up again.
So he.
Did you hear about that story?
No.
Okay.
See,
Yeah.
you need to call in a little bit more often.
I know.
because-
So
haven't
he
called me at all.
found.
or unless you want bi-weekly
Not on the
updates on all of all the
mean,
drama that happens.
Family.
She's probably
Okay,
listening
all
to
right,
this right
fine.
now.
Yeah.
He said no. He said no. We'll tell you the story.
Okay.
He has family that listens.
Oh, is it? Oh.
Yeah.
It's about family?
No.
No.
Well, yes. she's trying to make a family
Oh, okay.
while splitting up her family.
Oh.
Hey.
I feel like I maybe
You
got
probably
the
know parts
beginning
of this.
this.
Yeah, you probably know parts of this.
I think I know about the rigmarole of
Yeah.
going to a restaurant
Yeah.
for dessert instead of like eating
Yes, because you and our case buddy, we were like, we
Yeah.
walked up to you guys and we are like, you need to control your boy over here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. There's more to that one. We'll fill you in. But he doesn't want that on the podcast. That's okay. So your family listens?
Yeah. So,
You've told people about the podcast?
yeah, my family.
That's like 2 people.
No.
There's 3 people in your family you talk to regularly. Your mom and your neph's son. So that's,
No, there's more.
He told him about a podcast that he doesn't contribute to because he's just on his phone the whole time. Like, when do you talk in the podcast?
You happy? I'm off the screen.
And ironically enough, he doesn't pay for it either. How many things of Zen does he owe you?
Well,
probably
he owes him a roll. I still a few rolls behind that.
I think
How
I
are
owe
you
as
throwing
well.
2 cans under the bus? What
Because
about
I
having
bought his strap.
phrasing. Phrasing. Oh,
You guys really are gay.
phrasing. Oh, does that means one of you's dickless?
Well, no, he's got the
Yeah,
strap.
I bought him
no,
the
it's-
strap.
that means
so-
you're dickless.
No, it's extendo strap.
That is true.
Florida man likes it big.
I'm just gonna add 2 to that one.
Yeah. I'm I'm not sure which one that goes with.
So I think he only covered one of your months. So now you are up to. It would be, as of this month, it would be 20, or no.
What did we start? We started this in
21.
like March of 23, right?
Yeah, March of 23. So I'll be 2 years. I'll be 24 cans. You think you paid me once,
Yeah,
he
but-
paid me once. I'll be going on this month, it'd be 22 cans.
You owe him 22 fucking
I've
cans.
gotten you a few rolls.
He's gonna need those.
No! No, you have not!
yeah.
Maybe
Brought it in here.
the ones you left?
Well, those two.
Hey, do you have a can on you, by the way?
Yeah.
Can I have it?
No.
Well, I'll give it back.
I had to buy fucking wintergreen. God damn it.
You just want the code, you whore.
Goddamn.
Oh shit.
Do you have a can on you?
No, don't give it to him.
I do, but I need it.
You have like 200 under your sink.
Those are all scanned.
Ah, damn.
Did you ever get to that spearmint yet? Let me see.
Yeah, it was the very last one.
Wow. What are the fucking odds, dude?
So
I
look,
just want to see.
Like 1 in 10.
so look, I cleaned your truck out, right? Of the ones you told me where they were.
Yeah.
So I put those codes in, right?
Yeah.
The next day,
Suck it, nerd.
you had like 5 codes in there. The next day, Zen was like, "Oh, we're giving bonus points for every code until March 8th."
6th.
6 a can, 6,
No. March 6th.
6th, 8th, whatever. Anyways,
March
it
6th.
was the next day.
Yeah.
Why the fuck did I just scan 5 goddamn codes of yours?
Yeah.
I could have gotten double points, basically.
Guess how many cans I just scanned in this morning?
Well, you have a shit ton of cans up there.
Oh,
Can you still only do 30 per month or 60 per month?
30
whatever?
per month. I scanned in like 22
Oh, yeah.
at 21 points a can.
That's a lot.
I'm at like 490 now in one
That's
setup. Yeah.
That's fucking awesome. Hopefully they're at incarceration again,
and Sonic.
because I'll just pick up empty cans.
Oh yeah. My dad was like, my dad was here a little bit ago. He's like, by the way, he says hi. To all of you.
Tell him hello.
Well, you can. Does he still listen?
Yeah, he still listens. He's a couple weeks behind, but he still listens.
Okay.
I was gonna name drop him, but
He's like, because we were talking about Sonic and Ink, and he says he's going to limit himself to only buying 5 shirts at each.
that are
Jesus.
$100 a pop.
That are like $50 a pop.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm going to limit myself to $100. He's like, so 2 shirts? I'm like, pretty much.
Yeah, that's probably.
Maybe I think I plan to like 1 shirt a day. Like 1 shirt from like each day. Even then, that's still like $120, but still.
Yeah, that's. I don't know. I mean, we'll see once that happens. But I'm also not going to Sonic, so
Right. Yeah.
it's-
You have a little more disposable income when it comes. Well, at least a little bit more when it comes to that.
Yeah, because I won't already have had a festival under my belt.
But he's like, do we need to get a locker for, I think, Ink? I'm like, better safe than sorry. Because worst case is, if we're picking up all the fucking cans that people leave
Yeah, we
over
need-
3 days
need a
or
locker.
4 days at Sonic,
Yeah, we need a locker.
I'm scrapping those fuckers up like a fucking goblin
yeah,
and just taking that shit and just
I'll split them. I'll split them with you.
Goslin.
I'll split them with you. I'll split them with you for Mink.
yeah.
I mean, obviously Sonics are yours, but
Yeah.
whatever we get for Mink, we'll just I'll divvy them up with you. Yeah,
One for you, one for
we're like fucking code whores.
goddamn right.
You think that's why Zen, when you buy a roll, they put it like this?
Yeah, because that way you
Nobody-
can't. Yeah,
Okay.
that's why they always have to pop one out
Yeah.
to scan it
Yeah.
in,
Okay.
or they'll take one from the shelf and scan 5 of them.
I
or
was
whatever.
wondering why they did that. I was like,
Yeah,
that's so
you
fucking
so you
stupid.
can't because you can't. It's just a QR code now,
It'd be cool.
which makes it so much easier. Remember when you had to manually input that shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
totally.
why I never started doing
Totally.
that. No, you
I
just
mean, you
take
can
a
use your
picture
camera.
and then copy and
Well, yeah,
paste.
I was gonna say you don't even have to take a picture. You can hold
Do
in
a
on
scan
it. But
text, but yeah, totally. And I remember when I didn't have to manually enter them. Totally don't do that.
He still does
I
it.
still do it.
Still do it? You don't use the QR code?
No.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I like taking the time to do it.
Bro, they're uppercase and lowercase. There's numbers in there.
I like taking the time to do it.
Yeah, that's too much.
It's an exciting time for us.
Especially when I put in 22 cans at a time.
That's the whole point of a QR
How
code.
long did that take you? Like half hour?
45 minutes.
And literally, you have to log
5 to
in.
10.
You log in once, and then your phone keeps you logged in for that amount of time.
I know.
You're fucking dumb.
He likes the challenge.
How many times when you're putting those in does it like that code's wrong?
Then you
Well,
have to
usually
go
I
back.
put
Where
in
the fuck
at
missed
least
one?
a dozen at a time, so it's probably every other time. Not like every other code, but like every other time I'm putting them in.
Every
I
other
thought you
set
meant
of
like
code.
every other can.
I know. It's
Wow.
like Jesus.
It's on average like one every 2 dozen. I mistype or I forget that I already entered that code and I still put it with the others.
That's dumb.
Yeah.
Or you forget to capitalize a letter.
Yeah.
There's
yeah.
nothing-
Or,
Can you wear a
or the
mask?
5 and the S look alike. Oh, it's fucking awful.
Want to wear a mask? It sounds like what I say.
Hey,
I'm not sick.
when you come around to survey us, can you wear a mask?
Were you there that day?
I was there that
Okay.
day. That was great.
Speaking of work, all right, I have told no one this.
Oh, what happened?
Oh, sweet.
Thursday night, Friday morning,
Uh-huh.
I'm sleeping.
Typically, yes.
I have my first postal nightmare.
Oh, one of them.
Oh, wow.
No, this was crazy. I'm going to tell you about it.
I've
So-
had many of those.
This weekend,
really?
Friday and Saturday, I was on Florida Man's route. Mm-hmm. So I have this fucking dream, and I'm on Florida Man's route. No big fucking deal.
Oh,
I'm doing
except it
Florida
is.
Man's route.
Except it is because management's dumb, but irregardless.
But, so I'm just dreaming. I'm like, why? And I know in my head, I'm like, why am I dreaming this? Like,
Yeah.
it's so weird. So I'm dreaming and I'm delivering the route, whatever. And then all of a sudden I get to a park point and it turns into like this post-apocalyptic fucking world. Right?
You know what's funny? I actually had a dream like that.
Okay,
this
but
weekend.
it's your route, but it's not your route. Okay, let's see how similar our dreams are. So I'm like,
It was actually last night.
I remember in my head, I'm like, my God, I feel like a fucking CCA right now because I'm like, I know your route, but I'm like, I don't know this. Like, why don't I know what's going on right now, right? Post-apocalyptic world, it's a fucking like desert wasteland, right? So to get where I'm going to deliver the mail, it ends up being like a fucking cave.
Oh. Okay.
They didn't have a box.
This cave was like, it was set up like an apartment complex.
Oh, my God.
Totally
So
different.
I had small like mailboxes and CVUs placed around this cave. But the first delivery, it was like a group home or a mental facility, right? But it was open. It was just in a cave. So the first place that I had to go, I went to like the nurse's station. Okay. Right? And I'm delivering mail and I put the mail on the desk or whatever, but something happens and
Your dick falls off.
no, I had like put all the mail like down to, whatever. And
Sorry.
And then all of a sudden, I'm like, okay, well, I'm just bullshitting with him for a couple seconds, and then I'm like, okay, well, I got to keep going, you know what I mean? And I'm like, I don't know where I'm going or what I'm doing. So I put the mail back into my grip, my satchel, and I'm going on to where the next mailbox is. Somehow I just know where the next mailbox is.
Yeah.
But I get to it, and I'm like, I don't know what to do. I don't know. Is this a mailbox? Like, there were mailboxes in cubby holes. This is so fucking weird. It wasn't even CBUs. It was like 3 mailboxes. And I'm like,
I'm still having a hard time, like, understanding that you're in a cave right now.
yeah, I'm in a cave. It's an endless cave, though, apparently. You know what I mean? Like, it just
They
keeps...
got lights in it.
Yeah. It's kind of like...
Fallout.
Like he's like in an ant colony cave right now, just going down tunnels.
Shelter.
Yeah, it's more like, well, kind of like a fallout shelter, but fallout shelters are like actual, like, constructed metal.
What swing was this on?
I don't know.
I'll keep an eye out for it.
I think if I can remember, you know how, like, when you're trying to remember a dream, things start. But I think I remember swing.
It's under the highway.
I think I remember swing 10.
Okay.
So I'm just like, and I think I remember swing 10, and then all of a sudden shit goes wrong. So I'm looking at these mailboxes, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I don't understand. I don't know the names. I don't know what's going on. Like, is this number 1, 2, what number? Because the mailboxes are not only not in a line, but they're just haphazardly, like, placed.
So it's kind of like an alien mailbox where they just automatically know where everything is.
I guess. I don't know. So then I reach into my grip to get the mail, and I just have everything in my grip. Like, everything that was on the nurse's station is in my grip. And it's like a fucking 2-year-old went through it and fucking mixed everything up and threw it in there. So I don't know what's going on. I have fucking mail everywhere and everything everywhere. I got so fucking flustered, and I was like, God damn it, I'm not a fucking CCA. I was getting pissed, right? And then all of a sudden I fucking woke up. It was 1:30, and then I had to poop.
And then you still had to go into work and actually fucking do
Right.
mail.
And then he's like,
After
"Oh,
having
this
to go
is a
through
swing."
that whole cave system, not knowing what the fuck you were doing.
No,
The whole time you're on swing 10's like, when's the cave gonna pop
it was
up?
so confusing.
The cave.
It was like a group home or a mental health place, and which sometimes reminds you of Florida Man's route. Anyways, but they're all walking around you. Like, it was so uncomfortable, and everybody was just like, yeah, this is normal. Like, everything's fine. And
Was there a guy asking for his electric bill for a week straight?
Hey, did he?
No, because
Gas
he
bill.
was asking
Did
for.
he get that gas bill?
no,
No, he was asking for that cave check. You got my cave check, man?
he did get
No,
I
some.
gotta pay my cave rent.
No, legit. There's a guy on Florida Man's route that has asked me, 1, if I'm the sub on the route, 2, if I have his gas bill. I'm like, where do you live?
Sadly, you probably have it missorted in your DPS.
Well, we thought about that.
I'm like, where do you live? He's like, oh, I live on this street. Oh, no, I don't do that. He's like, what? You said you were the regular. I'm like,
Over here.
Over here where he was,
Yeah,
he's like,
right.
yeah.
People don't seem to understand those concepts.
Well, not only do they not understand how routes are broke up, I mean, hell, sometimes we can't make sense of
Yeah.
it. Just is what it is. But they also don't understand that as a letter carrier, I don't do anything with the mail. I get the mail, I deliver the mail. I don't sort. I mean, I guess I kind of
Kinda.
sort it, but I only sort mail for my own route.
Yeah.
I don't do anything. Machines fucking take your mail and they do whatever the fuck they
And they
do, and they
fuck it
get it
all
from well, sure, but they get it from point A to point B. You know, clerks sort office worth of mail. The individual carrier, if you're talking to a carrier on the street and you're like, "Where's my mail?" and that carrier says, "I don't know," the carrier really doesn't know.
Yep.
And if you go up to a carrier after they've delivered your house, I had this happen the other day. I delivered a fucking house. Dude comes up to me like 2 swings later. Hey,
oh, I remember that.
do you have this piece of mail? I'm like, did I already deliver your house? Because, you know, I didn't know who he was. I was like, did I already deliver your house? He's like, yeah. I was like, well, then I don't have it. He's like, well, you know, this says that it's supposed to be here today. And I'm like, I said, I understand that, but I don't have it. Like, there's nothing I can do. I get the mail from my route, and I go deliver the mail that I get from my route. And we all do that. And it drives me fucking bonkers when customers think that we take a letter from a company who sends it out and fucking manually takes it to wherever the fuck it's supposed to go.
Yeah,
Are you
and we
doing
don't
that
have.
clicking over
That's
there,
me.
Toucan?
No.
You?
Oh, that one's you? Because I
fappy.
have this one
He's
too.
under the table.
Well, that doesn't help. We don't have the
Oh, you-
resources
yeah.
to, look up packages for people or any of that information as far as mail goes. So
No, that would make
can't-
it a lot
Well, we
easier.
can't even.
It
help.
would.
We can't. We literally have nothing useful in our arsenal as we're out
you know what
carrying
I
to
do?
actually
Right.
resolve those kind of
Right.
What
problems
I do,
for
I
people.
tell
You
them
misdeliver.
I tell them to go on their phone, go on the website, type in the tracking number, and bam.
Yeah, but a lot of times that doesn't I don't know. People show me like stuff on their phone, and I'm like, yeah, I'm like, you're gonna have a better chance just looking that up yourself on your phone.
Oh, yeah.
Like, because that's all I'm gonna do if I take that tracking number from you.
And it's like, they want letters. Like this guy was like, well, that's a driver's license. Like I was supposed to have that today. I get
I don't
it.
know what to tell you.
I get it, but also I don't have it. Like I can't miraculously make it appear, and there's nobody for me to call.
He's so excited for the mullet to come in.
I know.
He's like, I don't want to deal with this.
And there's
fucking hair.
nobody for me to call to be like, okay, yeah, it'll be here actually tomorrow.
Well,
it got
and it's
missorted.
like-
I don't
Yeah.
fucking know.
It's like that guy on my route who's waiting for that bill.
He definitely didn't get a bill. He got a tax form.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
That's the last one he's waiting for.
Oh,
have
good.
to do better.
Well,
Yeah.
no,
We
the
have
second to
to
last thing he's waiting for.
Yeah. He's
No,
waiting
last
for that.
tax form he was waiting
yeah.
for.
Well, he's still waiting for the gas bill.
Yeah, he
But
did not
he's
get a
like-
gas bill.
He's like, I call into the post office. They don't have answers. You don't have answers. Blah, blah, blah.
Are they
It's
holding?
like-
Are they holding my mail? I
Yeah.
went down to the post office to see if they're holding my mail. They're not holding my mail. It's like
No.
No, he wouldn't even go into the back. That's what he said.
No, because when the carriers get their mail, they do what they do. We do what we do with our mail, organize it,
What it do, baby?
and then we leave.
Yeah.
There is no more mail in the post office, unless there is a specific
Reason why?
reason if the
why we're
customer
holding the
needs
mail.
it held or whatever else. But you can go to the post office all you want. There's no mail in there.
Yeah.
We take it out. That's like people who say, if you're ever in trouble, go to a police department. Why?
Might be a couple in there.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But
where I live, no.
but honestly, they're out on the street.
Yeah, it's better just to call.
Yeah, just call. But it just drives me fucking bonkers. And I don't know how we got to that from my fucked up dream.
Oh, mine was the whole city burnt to the ground, and there was a lot of looting,
Okay.
a lot of drive-bys.
Oh.
I was in my truck, got out, and I'm like, what the fuck happened?
Okay, so
Because
you were.
I was delivering.
Mine was
and then I
post-apocalyptic. Yours was during the apocalypse.
I opened the sliding door, get out to deliver my last
Park point?
park point.
Yeah, I knew it.
And
I knew it.
I get out. I'm like,
so
where the
much
fuck did
sense.
everything go? All
Makes
of it's
so
like
much sense.
Yeah, it does.
everything's burnt to the ground. There's a couple houses here and there, and I'm like, what the fuck? And then I hear like shooting, and I have to duck down,
Not a surprise for that
Go-
area either.
go to turn around to get back in my truck. My fucking truck's gone. I'm like, what the fuck?
Bro, you didn't follow postal
Daddy.
procedure. He left his keys in the truck.
And then I started walking towards his route, trying to find him. And
What's part of my route? What's part of my route?
Put me in a truck. Put me in your truck. Goddamn it. Get me out of here.
any part of your route, at that point, it was like, all right, I know where you're at. No, there was just fucking looters everywhere, and it was mayhem. I tried to get back to the post office. I couldn't fucking find it. Dude, it was so confusing. It's just a hop
But
out of my truck.
so right before you stepped out of your truck, everything was normal.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
perfectly
see, like
fine.
that's exactly what I drove to the next park point, and then all of a sudden, boom.
Yeah, I hopped out. I was like, what the fuck?
That's so weird. We both kind of had similar type dreams
I
about
think
your route.
It was, I think it was either last night or when I took a nappy today.
Oh, okay. I see
Yeah.
what you're saying. Yeah. No, I know. I woke up like, what the fuck? Like, just like that. Like, good fucking God. And then I looked at the clock. It was 1:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I need to poopy.
It was so weird.
Which I was glad that I had to get up and go to the fucking bathroom, because have you ever like woke up from a dream and then you fall back asleep and you continue that dream? It doesn't happen a lot.
That does happen.
It's happened before, but
Very rare.
But I was like, oh, thank God I have to go to the bathroom because I have to wake up a little bit, so I'm not going to fucking continue that dream. And I don't know how, I don't know why, but I remembered that fucking dream. And I don't remember dreams often. I can't say that I either dream or I just don't remember them often. I don't remember. I don't know. It was just perfectly timed in my sleep pattern or whatever, and that fucking sucked.
Yeah. I probably wouldn't have even said anything if you didn't have this like same kind of dream.
Right. Like, no, that's weird. That's weird, especially since it was your fucking route. I guys have nightmares going on your route.
Yeah.
So I've decided that I'm going to look in the book, and every Saturday when I'm doing your route for the weekend, I'm going to take it off.
Okay.
Until summer hits.
No more nightmares.
No, especially through summer.
Or you won't be able to.
Well, yeah. Any Saturday that's available, I'm taking it. Because fuck that.
Yeah.
And then especially since the guy the route you're doing, what would be Monday, will probably call off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that'll save me a little bit of a headache from time to time, but I'll be on the 8-hour list next quarter.
Yeah, don't blame you for that.
Yeah.
Kind of have to.
I would have got annihilated if I was on work assignment this quarter.
I might be on the 8-hour list sooner than next quarter.
Yeah.
It almost happened Friday and Saturday.
It's because management's dumb.
31 said, I don't know why you haven't put your letter in yet.
Yeah.
I told him like almost the entire day yesterday. I'm like, I would have done it by now. As soon as they did what they did, I'm like, fuck you. This is my last day on it.
Well, because they abuse you as a rotator on work assignment.
Because
Kinda
I'm reliable.
Yeah, well, that's the same thing for me. Don't feel bad. It's fucking terrible.
Yeah. Well, our manager, I was like, well, you're going to find me on the 8-hour list. And he was like, no, don't do that. I said, well, fix it.
Yeah.
And if I have overtime on Monday, outside of the actual route, I'm done.
Yep. Write it up there and then.
Done.
Boop.
Yeah.
That'll be it.
Too.
And it's like you're not even asking for much. It's like, I just don't want to have overtime every fucking day.
Every day.
Like maybe once or twice a week is bearable, but fucking every day, dude.
Yeah.
Fuck
and
that.
it's 2 hours automatically. Boom. Every day. And it's like,
Which they
come
don't
on.
have to. They don't have to max you out.
No, but instead of using CCAs, they take a CCA who was supposed to be on the route that was down for Saturday, right? I had a route that was down. Scheduled down. We had a CCA that was on it. Awesome. I don't have to fucking worry about it. You had a call off on your side of the room. That CCA ended up over there. And he was like, oh, we'll just split.
Yeah. Because God forbid
What?
your side of the room
Yeah.
does any fucking overtime. Seems like everyone on your
pivots. Or pivots.
Seems like everyone on your side of the room doesn't do shit. Our side gets fucked over every goddamn day.
Incorrect.
When we come back, all of your guys' trucks are back parked and y'all are gone.
Okay, so I'm going to be.
Well,
for
you,
real.
because you're on the 8-hour list.
Most of the people you see back and gone are the 8-hour people.
Who was that?
That would be Toucans over here.
No, that wasn't me. No, I think there's a frog.
Oh, it was 31.
There's a duck. There's a duck.
Oh, I thought it was a frog.
Well, to be fair,
To be fair.
And
it's your own house.
As far as pivots go, no, all those guys get pivoted.
Not on 7. Never mind.
No, yeah,
not on the ops route on that side.
no, we all get on the downtown one.
Oh, but they had a CCA's covering that one. Those 3.
I don't know.
It just pissed me off because
that's
like
what I had.
Because you had a schedule. I understand you had a call off on the other side of the room, so give overtimers that time. Like, give me a fucking break. Like, I literally just talked to you about this.
You know what the issue? The real issue is I'm not on work assignment.
Well, it wasn't your route.
It wasn't on your.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't matter though. Like I haven't been on work assignment, so that may be one of the reasons that you don't see a lot of the guys on our side doing shit. Because normally I'd be splitting everything up, and they'd be
wherever
over there a lot. Because they would do that with my first route, and then one of my like mid route guys, like they know routes on your guys' side that they'd be putting up because I'd be doing all the work on our side for like our overtime, but I'm not on work assignment, so
They're gonna not like life because every Monday and Tuesday that's an hour on Florida Man's route.
Oh, don't forget when
Right
you
off
have,
the
when you
rip.
have union meetings, when you have to go do
Grievance hearings,
grievance hearing.
this, that, and everything else.
yeah.
Figure out something to do with the mail. And when they complain about it, I'm going to say, well, you did this to yourself.
Yeah. So I had a pivot on the downtown route this Saturday.
Okay.
And so there's that whole part you do on, I'm just going to say this because it doesn't matter, on 4th Street.
Sure.
The 2 swings out of there.
Yeah, and you start there, and there's like apartment buildings that just have like a mail slot, but the doors are locked.
Yeah.
Well, one of the doors was open, and I thought it was for this package I had. It wasn't. It was for like the other one down there, and I'm like, oh, well, whatever. I don't know how. Those are multiple apartments up in there.
Yes.
But all they have is a mail slot.
Yes.
Right? So I opened the door and went in there and just was like looking, and this was all on the steps.
Oh, my God.
Is that all just like bad mail?
I have no idea what it is.
Was that on...
fuck?
Was that on 2?
Yeah.
What do you do?
Oh, I tell you what I did. Because I have no idea what to do with any of that shit.
That's a lot.
Yeah. But see, the thing is there's no CBU or anything up there. So I don't know if
Why?
those people just don't give a shit about their mail or if it's bad or like what it is.
What the hell?
Wow.
Yeah, so. But
That's,
normally, that door's locked. So you don't have access
So you
to
don't
it.
know. So how...
And I don't know. It's an Og's route. I don't know names. I don't know any of that stuff.
No.
So,
That's weird.
yeah.
That's weird.
Well, and clearly no one gives a shit because
It's been sitting there
one's-
for how long?
made a phone call. No one said anything. You'd think somebody'd be like, hey, this is all here. No.
That's a lot.
That's a shit ton.
That's not one day of mail.
No.
Well, that's like on that same route, the high rise. There, every time you walk in there, there's just a pile of bullshit mail just sitting on the counter.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, I'm not touching that.
In the mail room.
Well,
Yeah.
one person normally does that. So.
Like literally, there was like fucking
What do
5,
we?
6 ads.
What do we?
Whittle we?
Like 5 or 6 ads, and then like probably 30, 40 letters just in a pile on the ground.
Whittle we?
I was like,
pile on
the best
ground?
I'll do is I'll set it up on the counter, but I'm not touching it.
I used to do that route all the time back in the day.
Was that day a Tuesday? Or a Wednesday?
A Wednesday.
No, back in the day.
On a Wednesday.
Whatever day you want.
It was Wednesday, my dudes.
All right. Any other weird dreams?
No.
I've had some pretty weird dreams.
Ones where you
general.
cut your wrist and black your eyes?
Yes.
Based on the hair you have right now?
He's flopping it out of the way of his face.
But it goes right back.
Oh, it's obnoxious.
I can't wait.
What's your
Tuesday
wife's-
can't come soon enough.
Oh, is that when you're going Tuesday?
Yeah.
Is that your NS day?
Figure
Yeah.
hold down.
Allegedly.
You gonna bid the one open route we have in our office?
I should.
What route is that?
Good way to
Just write it down.
In the corner. On your side of the room.
Oh, where'd she go?
In the middle.
Ah.
No.
Yeah, that's not right. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, you put a 5,
I
not
put
an
5.
8.
I put 5, not 8.
You know, before she got that route, she was asking people, how bad are the apartments?
Terrible.
She's like, how bad are the apartments? It's like, well,
After
you're
she
bidding on
bid
the
it.
route. Yeah.
After she bid it and won it, she's going around like, how bad are those apartments really? It's like they're fucking horrible.
Yeah.
They're terrible.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Bang
though,
on that door. I need my mail. I'm like, Jesus.
I've never had that kind of a problem, but the
I said,
fact of the matter is,
I've done it once. I've done the actual CBUs once. I've delivered Sunday. I've delivered Amazon there.
I know, and then
that's
get
also
told
when we find out.
and then get told we're not allowed to fucking do
Go
that.
up into those actual
what?
apartment buildings.
Nobody tells you that. You know, and then so you go in there. The worst part about that is one, that nobody ever empties their mailbox except for a certain few, and then two, if you have a parcel or a small package bigger than like what 3 inches by 4 inches,
Basically, my
like
water
a
bottle.
can, a can of pop. If it's smaller than that, fine, maybe. Other than that, you're getting a notice.
Fucking all those notices you gotta
And
write
that's
out.
all those fucking notices you got to write out.
Hey, that takes time, man.
Listen, I get it, but eventually you're like, fuck this.
If every day you're writing up like 5 or 6 notices.
There's hundreds of
I wouldn't-
mailboxes in there.
I wouldn't be
and then you
re-delivering.
right outside
like,
the
no,
mail
they have
room.
to come get them.
Well, they have to come get them anyways because we're not allowed to go
We're not allowed to drop it off.
Why?
to their. We're not allowed in any of those complexes.
Why?
You're allowed to go to the mailroom and that's
Why?
it.
I just want to know why.
It's very dangerous.
Oh, okay.
Like, like even,
Police don't go in there without another car. At minimum 2 cars, ambulance, fires. None of them will go in there without police escorts.
Huh.
yeah.
Yeah, some real deplorables
And she's like, oh,
up in there.
I want to do that route. That route seems fine.
No, fuck that.
The rest of the route's
Yeah.
not bad.
Yeah, the rest.
No, the rest of the routes. I mean, just
Fine.
a route.
Yeah,
It's whatever.
Honestly,
It's not
fine.
bad.
Where did
You take
the
those
guy
apartments
who
off.
was on that
He's
go?
rotation. He's the rotator now.
Oh, he got that?
He's got that
Yeah.
rotation.
Yeah.
Yeah. When the steward left.
Oh.
Yeah. R.I.P.
He's not dead.
Well, he's an insurance adjuster, so he might as well be good.
Okay.
You figuring it out now?
No, my mind just went like blank for a second.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. No, I mean, I was figuring it out, but like also I just kind of brain shut off.
All your receptors just stopped.
I was like, huh? And I was like, oh yeah, no. Okay, there it all is. It's still there. We're good.
So, I heard a news story.
Ooh.
I don't know if this is a news story, but it's great. So I had to share. So I actually looked up the news story to read because I was listening to something they were talking about it. Over in Germany,
The Deutschland.
yeah, we all understand. Do we all understand how soccer works?
Yes.
Like you have like the Premier League or whatever,
Uh-huh.
and then you have the
You get
lower leagues. You can get relegated, whatever.
Yeah.
So this, I'm talking like 8 layers down. Okay, of soccer, right?
Jesus fuck.
Yeah, right. Yeah. But I mean, it's still huge over there. So I mean,
And it's still got a name that makes you think it's like really relevant, like it's the Supreme League. But
Yeah.
It's
like
just
that's
a-
yeah.
But
Just a
they're
bunch
they're
of
the
high
equivalent.
schoolers.
Yeah, they're equivalent to a bunch of high schoolers. playing.
Yeah, right. So, but these are adults or whatever, and so the teams were out on the field, which is called the pitch.
Yeah, it's
The teams were out on the field,
pitch?
like
Called the
warming up.
pitch.
the pitch.
The pitch.
It's a pitch.
Oh.
Like baseball.
It's a soccer pitch.
Like baseball.
So they were out warming up and doing whatever, and there was one of the Germany team members, like kid was out there, you know, and they equivalent of what they said he was doing was like gymnastics, you know, just probably rolling around, you know, doing dumb shit.
Oh,
he was
so
4.
like when they,
he was 4.
Oh,
Okay.
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 He's practicing.
Yeah, I mean,
When he gets
you know, he probably thinks it's super cool because
12 years, yeah.
dad plays soccer, you know, and you know he doesn't realize he's making $2 a game or whatever. You know?
Making $500 a game. Like, oh yeah,
Maybe,
Yeah.
maybe.
pay my bar tab.
So the referee was out checking like identification for the players. I don't know if that's because they want to make sure that they're not like bringing in fucking Messi or something like that, you know, for
Fucking
these
ringers.
Yeah, like
Cheaters.
bringing in a ringer or whatever. So they was checking their IDs, you know, passports or whatever to make sure, I guess, that they who they say. Story didn't really go far into that, but while the referee was checking identification of these players, that 4-year-old went up to the referee and bit him in the nuts.
Like, how does a child get that close without you even knowing?
I don't know, but they had to take that ref away in a Krunken wagon
It was the Krankenwagen.
to the Krunken house.
Well, I don't know, but apparently the ref collapsed in pain.
Oh, well, yeah.
Okay. I mean, you've got like soccer shorts on, right? And like that,
They're not there.
those are like nothing, right?
Yeah.
Like, so it says that the kid bit him in the left testicle. The referee like
Well, that's the most
collapsed,
sensitive one, too.
collapsed on the ground in pain.
My nut just hurt.
And it was so bad the ref couldn't recover and they had to postpone the match.
That's crazy.
They don't got any extra refs on tap?
Not for that level.
Maybe, yeah.
Not for that level. At least none they could find in time.
Maybe the other ones are like, yeah, we don't want to ref this.
So the kid cracked his acorn. Okay.
That's got to be what happened. A lucky shot too, because I mean, like, there's a part of me that's like, was this ref's like nuts just hanging out them shorts?
They do wear them shorty
They
shorts.
do. His nuts had to have been like hanging out them shorts.
Oh, piece of candy.
Yeah.
My uncle,
Peanut M&M.
my uncle Adolf has ones just like those.
So, I was listening to this story much like you guys were, right? Like I hadn't read it yet. Yeah. So I'm just picturing in my head this fucking 4-year-old.
Video of this?
Like, I don't know. That probably is, but this fucking savage 4-year-old going up.
Yeah, I'm picturing him with like piranha teeth.
Yeah.
And just like a menace on the sideline doing like cartwheels, and like he just straight up like somersaults like right underneath of him and just
does like the full like knee slide and goes
I mean, I guess in a league that is, so far removed from the top, whatevers, the ref probably was not thinking anything of, there's probably other kids on the field too. You know what I mean? Because
it's just a freak accident, man.
Dude, that's not an accident though. That shit's hilarious.
It's a freak accident, man.
that
kind of shit just doesn't happen.
Are his testes going to make a full recovery?
I didn't read anything further about the.
And now he can never have kids.
Right? The
He
law
probably doesn't want kids.
Now, if you get a fucking 4-year-old that comes up to you and bites you in the nuts, right?
Oh, I'm thunder cunting that motherfucker.
And that's my other point.
once,
Apparently,
no. Once his jaw is removed from my testicles, then I'm thunder cunting him.
don't you just fucking start punching that fucking thing in the face anyways? Because you're like, what the fuck?
I don't know. I feel like you'd have a instant reaction, and the kid would probably just stop, and then you'd probably be in too much pain to
I don't know.
react.
It's a fucking 4-year-old.
Eye for an eye is what I say.
A 4-year-old.
So you're gonna bite his? You're gonna bite his balls?
Okay, if he even has anything.
You really are a fucking child predator. Like, are you kidding me right now? I'll bite the 4-year-old's nuts.
Well, there's nothing
you
sexual
are a
about
sick
it.
man.
There's nothing.
You're not helping your case.
There's no video.
Yeah, him trying to see it. That's okay.
Funny as fuck.
No, he wants to see the 4-year-old biting the ref.
He wants to see a 4-year-old's mouth on a grown man's nuts.
You probably shouldn't say that in general.
I don't think that's clear enough.
It's not okay.
I just want to know, like, how did he not notice a 4-year-old walking up to him?
Well, listen,
Bro,
he's
we just described it.
but he's checking
gymnastic,
Is he like turned around, like, hey, let me see your
No,
ID?
my guy. My guess is, I mean, he's checking IDs and stuff. He's not
4-year-olds
paying
are
attention
not
to some
tall.
kid
Yeah,
playing
but
around.
When you check an ID, don't you look down?
But you're staring at the ID.
You're talking
Yeah,
to the
but
player.
you
You're
would see
dealing
that.
with the players. That.
Silhouette of a 4-year-old walking
That
up.
kind of.
But think about it. You're not paying attention to any kid. Because like I said, there are probably more than just him on the field. Because it's not even. It's not like it's a professional game. And even in some of these professional
they
games,
obviously
they bring
they
their
don't have
kids
any
out
video
on the
of it.
field with them.
That kind of reminds me of that scene from Monsters Inc. where Mike Wazowski's like talking or whatever, and that one comes up and fucking bites his finger, and he's like, "Yeah."
We were talking about movies. Remember, we were talking about what's the best Pixar movie? First off, Redbeard, what's the best Pixar movie?
You put me on the spot.
I mean, there's really only a best. The best.
I know. I'm just trying to. No, don't give me a fucking countdown.
7. 6.
Florida Man,
7.
this is for you too.
Yeah, I have no idea. I don't watch.
All right, so
I don't watch movies. I don't watch TV shows.
You've already-
Bullshit,
You've
because
already
I
said. Let me get
That's
mine.
a
Hold on.
cartoon. A lot of those are
wait.
cartoons. Cars.
I think I'm gonna go Incredibles.
That's actually what.
Oh, that's fair.
Oh, I didn't even think about The Incredibles. So I went OG Toy Story.
Yeah,
Right? Like, when you're talking about the greatest movie that Pixar made, yeah, I mean, they're like original, right? Like,
Yeah, I mean, like I like Toy Story. It's definitely like from my childhood. But as far as like favorite Pixar goes, like I'm probably gonna shoot like Incredibles.
that's a good one. I didn't think about that. The other guy that's on the phone with us, the not Englishologist,
The Cheese Man.
Yeah,
The Cheese Man?
Cheese Man.
Yeah.
he said Cars.
Yeah.
He says he watches Cars at least 3 times a year.
Incredibles is a
might
pretty
be a
good one
psychopath.
too.
Who?
I like.
The other union steward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like
guy
your
with-
answer.
The other
children?
union steward.
No, he doesn't. No.
He does not.
He watches Cars 3 times a year.
At least. He says at least 3 times a year.
Nice. Ka-chow.
Yeah.
And then I followed up with, since he says Toy Story, I said I'm more preferable to Toy Story 2 over Toy Story 1.
Which is a good one.
I do like Toy Story 2.
Yeah.
It's very sad.
Which is a
Very
good one.
sad.
So then we.
I like the when he cleans Woody.
in the beginning.
Yeah,
the
when
old
he
guy who plays chess.
cleans Woody.
Yeah.
Nice.
I like getting my Woody cleaned.
Yeah. Yeah.
You didn't catch that.
No.
I like Redbeard's answer because of Elastigirl.
Oh, I thought it would be because of the little kids.
It's actually because of Dash. Or Jack. Yeah.
You know he
Yeah.
has his own movie, right?
I did not.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Jack.
I mean, like, it's not really a movie.
So, like, how many superpowers does he have? Because I don't think they ever really elaborated on that. Because he's got like
No,
fucking.
his superpower
do you
is,
guys-
like, adapting, so he can just literally...
So
Do anything.
the whole point of their superpowers represents the traditional family dynamic. Mr. Incredible is supposed to be the dad, the super strong, can take care of anything. So that's what he is.
And a mom who's supposed
The
to
mom
just
is
stretch
supposed
herself
to
thin.
stretch herself thin, so she has the elastic abilities. You have the moody teenager who wants to be invisible. You have the kid who's full of energy, so he runs fast. Then you have the kid or the baby
Just unpredictable.
Who has to adapt.
who's unpredictable because he's
a
a
baby.
child. He could be anything at this point.
I think you're thinking too much of it.
I like
awesome.
his demon form.
No,
That's
there's
pretty fucking
that probably there's probably stories written about this
Yeah.
that's what it is.
We had to wait 10 years for a sequel.
Okay, but so then we started talking about, first off, greatest Rocky movie.
The one with the fucking Russian guy.
Yep.
4.
Yep. Thank
Exactly. This motherfucker said 2.
No, I said 4. 2 is probably up there as well.
If he dies, he dies.
If he dies, he dies. Yes. So 4 is the greatest. Then you said
Of the-
great
of-
of
The newer ones from Rocky Balboa on. So basically, it's just Rocky Balboa, Creed 1, 2, and 3.
1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
Wait, didn't? Okay. Is that what it was?
I think that's it.
Okay, so if you saw Rocky Balboa, I would hope so. I don't know. I love the
It's
Rocky
been a minute
movies.
since I watched any of those.
So Rocky Balboa and the 3 Creeds, which is the best?
I don't have an answer for you on those ones. I'm not familiar enough with all of those movies to give a good answer.
Okay.
We both agreed it was Rocky Balboa.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, you did.
No, Creed 1. Rocky Balboa was great because it had all those good, like, emotional,
Yeah.
like, fucking motivating,
And for
things.
what kind of movie it is, it's really good.
It's really good, but Creed 1 was probably the best out of those. But anyways, and we all agreed that Rocky 5 should have never been made.
yes.
A lot of movies should have never been
Well,
made.
Rocky Balboa should have been Rocky 5.
Yeah.
But anyways, then we started talking about DreamWorks. What's your favorite DreamWorks movie? Shrek.
That's a great answer. I don't know if that's mine. It's going to be How to Train Your Dragon.
Yeah, that
Fair.
one's pretty good.
Okay, that's fair too. But I said Shrek, right? OG Shrek. Do you know how many Shreks they've made?
Oh yeah, there's like 5 now.
They're making a new one.
They're making the 5th one.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. There's 4, and they're
What?
making a 5th one. And then,
Well, they also have like a holiday one and all like.
and then there's 2 or 3 Puss in Boots movies.
Yes, those are all pretty good too.
Well, there are spinoffs, right? Mm-hmm. They're not bad, I suppose. But
No,
OG Shrek, right?
Shrek 2 is good.
Stop giving a fuck after 2.
My
The Fairy
daughter
Godmother.
showed me the animation
Did she
for
show
the
you
new ones.
Shrek is Love, Shrek is Life?
No.
Oh my god,
He fills my butt with his
don't
love.
show anyone that. That is so fucking jacked.
I think it's pretty good.
She showed me the animation.
Of course you do. Of fucking course you
He's just jealous of my
fucking-
devotion for Shrek.
That's one of his favorite things to turn on late at night.
I need to go to sleep. Shrek is love, Shrek is life. That's his green noise.
I likes to call you Chris Handsome. I like that one too.
What?
It's another Shrek video. Just
All right, let's continue on the trajectory.
now we can do this the easy way or the hard way.
I brought this up to her that they were making a new one, and she showed me like the animation, like from original Shrek, where they look like fucking ogres. Now they look like fucking humans.
What?
It's creepy and gross and stupid. Yes,
you
look
got a
up look just.
I feel like I've seen.
They went
a
from
commercial
ogres to
for it.
goblins.
No, I'm talking. It might just be the new one that they're making. They came out with like pictures of them. They look way more human than ogres.
They released a teaser.
I think they
I
look
feel
more
I've
like
seen
goblins.
that.
It's
I didn't
weird.
Notice it, but
but they look.
They was
They're
released sometime this week. Earlier this week.
But they need to be fucking
2 days ago.
OG, like fucking Shrek. Shrek is not. Shrek is a
love,
fictional
man.
fucking character. You know what I mean? Like,
Is what's his face
don't
still voicing?
don't make him a human. He's not a human.
when I went,
That's the whole
not-
point of
not
the
anymore.
fucking. That's the whole
Not
point of the
anymore.
movie. Yeah, like.
That's the whole point of the second movie. Yeah.
Well, okay, fine.
Prince Charming was fucking great. that was like the
Fairy
best.
Godmother was great in that.
Oh, that's.
I need
That-
a hero.
Yeah,
I'm calling out for a hero from the other
the whole scene when they're in the carriage and like she's like, you forced me to do this, and you go to the fucking drive-through.
A diet is ruined. He just drives away with a fucking crown on his head. I'm gonna start quoting that now every time. Every time I get a little snacky snack, I'm like, a diet is ruined.
Oh shit. Those movies, though, Pixar, DreamWorks. I think DreamWorks came about because they split from Pixar. Did they not?
No, DreamWorks is Universal. It's a Universal company.
Yeah, but I thought they were all Pixar at first.
No,
All the-
it's because you probably think that because the animations can be similar, but no, like DreamWorks is its own thing.
It was always its own thing.
Yeah.
All right.
Which also there's a series on Netflix called Troll Hunters that's DreamWorks. Super great.
I think I watched that.
Okay. What's it like? Is it kids?
It's for like kids, but
Okay.
it's like I watched it with my daughter when she was younger, but it's very entertaining as an adult.
I can't find.
Is that because it has a lot of adult themes that kids don't understand?
To
Or
a certain extent, it's about like trolls. They eat people.
okay,
So it's pretty,
that's fun.
yeah, it's pretty crazy, but it's a really good show.
Maybe I'll look it up. I did start watching Zero Day.
I watched that.
I don't know what that is.
Ground Zero.
Robert De Niro. No.
okay.
Are you talking about that?
What do you got?
No, but she showed me there was a before and an after. Anyways, I'm a little confused with Zero Day. Does it get a little less confusing, or like does it resolve every?
Near the end.
Okay,
Is it
because
like a Tarantino movie where you don't understand it until the very end?
It looks the same.
kind of.
You can see it more if you zoom in.
Yeah,
it's not a great film.
the bottom left one.
Yeah.
You can see the big difference.
Well, he's also making an expression in the second one. I don't know.
I don't know what picture she showed me, but it was like, oh, that's weird. But anyways, so the 0 day, I don't know. He says towards the end, you figure it out. Right now, I'm in like episode 3 or something like that, and I'm fucking confused.
Lost. Completely lost.
Yes.
Yeah, I watched it through, and I have to watch it again because I'm still kind of confused about it.
Oh, great.
So it doesn't. You're gonna.
Great.
You're gonna need to start over and really pay attention.
Well, also, I watched it at like 12 o'clock at night, right before work.
It's really good. There's just a lot going on. You know, Robert De Niro's character is a former president who's fucking going crazy. Like, literally, he's hearing voices and music. And, well, no, they have. And I saw him have, like, his psyche vow, right?
Yeah.
Because his daughter wanted him to have it or whatever. And
Boom, boom.
it's so fucking crazy. And then, like, the CIA is torturing fucking civilians, American civilians, and
What? That never happened.
yeah, torture interrogations, and but I mean, it's cool. It is really cool, but what actually is going on, I'm so fucking confused, and I don't know. Okay, maybe I'll. How many episodes are there? Do you remember? I might be
like 8.
Okay, I might be in 4, so I'm only halfway then.
It took me about 6 hours to watch it because I woke up at 12 and then watched it up until 6 and then left for work.
This fucking guy.
That's how I know how long it takes.
Your sleep schedule's fucked there, bud.
No,
Yeah, bud.
I went to sleep pretty early after work.
I would.
But you fucking go to bed at 8 and wake up at 4
on the
in the
way home
morning.
in your car.
He drove all the way home and just stayed in his car. He's already in work clothes. He's ready to rock.
I'm like, oh, I'm ready to go to work. Here, back the fuck back.
His phone alarm goes off like, oh, okay. Starts the car up and fucking goes.
It was one of the few days he had to work in the dark. Yeah.
Wow.
Mister, I don't work in the dark.
With headlights that still don't work.
Hey, I've
that day was cold as
forced
fuck, too.
myself.
You volunteered as tribute.
He did.
Fuck that.
It was either volunteer or get forced.
Right.
I would have just made them force.
Then I would have got 4.
But that
To
was,
be to do the only part of the route that
actually got done.
actually got done
Middle of the fucking route.
on Fatty's route.
Yeah, honestly, that was like the most pointless thing ever. You might as well just been like, no.
it was dumb.
The middle of the route.
You should have just taken all. You should have been like, how about I just take all the fucking packages and delivered those?
Yeah.
And
Not good enough.
well, no. Instead, 2/3 of the route just didn't get anything delivered.
That's probably why.
you're the
5
one that
hours.
did everything.
delivered
5 hours of the
only hour.
5 hours of the route stayed at the office the entire day, and the next day Fatty comes in and he's just like, "What the fuck? What
The
is
only
this?"
part that got delivered was an hour that he took out.
He-
What are you talking about?
Stinky.
Not this one.
Not that one.
That chair.
Green hair, ogre dick.
You could have stopped at green hair.
Ogre.
Yeah.
He's a fucking ogre.
Yeah, that was that. I mean, that was a catastrophe
when
of
was
a
this?
fucking day.
It was
January.
It was a Monday, I think.
It was a day after a
It
holiday.
was a day after holiday.
Yeah.
After MLK, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was
Oh, I know
Fucking
that. Okay.
terrible.
I remember that day.
yeah.
That was the day you had to
Um,
carry.
You,
I went over on my route.
You could have went home, dumbass.
No,
Yeah,
they
no,
already
'cause-
started forcing.
No, because
Yeah.
they were talking about forcing, but they have to do it in a specific order. But
Right, but
They
they
already
couldn't.
sent-
He
they
was
couldn't.
he was on the chopping block.
Yeah.
you should have just went home.
he was going to get forced either way. It didn't matter.
Irregardless.
Irregardless.
Yeah, irregardless, you should have just walked out and went home.
I wanted the overtime though.
Yeah, he did
Because I came in that Saturday.
because he came in that Saturday.
That's the issue is you probably already had overtime. Like
Well,
you probably
on
already
his own.
He had like 2.5 on his
yeah,
route
no,
alone.
because I ran over 2 hours
Yeah,
and I
on
was
his
like,
own
I
route.
got back at 6 and they were like, you got to go back out. And I'm like,
The fuck I do?
that's not happening. And I'm like, where are you at in the force list? He's like, I can't force you. And I'm like, peace out.
Yeah. Yeah, so
Yeah, then the next day, he had
he wanted to force me, but I didn't even get back until like 6:45, almost
Yeah.
7 o'clock, or maybe it was after 7. I
was
don't know.
I think it was
After
after
It was
7.
after 7. Yeah.
Because you hadn't got. I got
But I
back
think
at like
because you
7.
were still CCA, because you got back at like 7. By the
Yeah.
time you loaded up,
Yeah.
you had to be off the clock in
Yeah.
15
Right. Yeah,
minutes.
That was the stupidest shit. Yeah, I'm like, all right, so am I taking us out? Like, is the expectation to work past 7:30? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, all right. So like, I load all the 2 hours up in my truck. It's like 7 o'clock. And then I come back in, pushing the cart back in. He's like, you know what? Actually, never mind. I'm like, what the fuck?
because then
That's
you
when you
get
just go,
2 hours.
nope, I'm doing it. Run out there. You get back, the
even
fucking
just-
gate's locked.
Even just the
It's happened
packages.
before. It's happened before.
That's when you stay on the clock until the fucking morning.
Yeah,
Well, you were. Didn't you see me loading up?
I don't remember.
It was me.
It was you. Yeah, and I was like, maybe I can just do the packages, but literally just for that 2 hours, there was like a pumpkin like half filled with packages. It's like that alone would take me fucking probably
Like it was
30
like
to
a
40
tray and a half of DPS, like a full tray of flats or some shit.
Yeah,
We got fucking hammered that fucking.
that was horrible.
Those are the kind of days that where you're like,
Bro,
I
then
wish.
how
that,
about
I wish
yesterday?
He calls them out. At
How about
5.
yesterday? We got fucking
Monday
smoked with
get-
mail.
We had Monday mail.
Oh yeah, that's the weekend.
Did you not?
I mean, I had quite a bit.
Oh,
but-
we had Monday mail
Yeah.
over on our side.
Yeah,
of
and
the
I had a
office.
pivot, and I ran over.
had
I
a
didn't clock
pivot.
out till 4:32.
Damn.
Did you do
We
your
had
pivot?
a
Yeah.
metric
Oh, so you got
fuck
forced.
ton of mail.
Yeah.
A metric
I
fuck
called
ton of
in.
mail.
I told Glasses Juniors like, hey, I'm not looking to be done delivering. I'm not looking to be done till, or I got 2 hours of street time. It's like 2:15. He goes, so you're looking to be off the clock at 4:15? I'm like,
no, you said no. I have 2 hours of street
I
time.
have 2 hours of street time. I'm like, he's like, okay, we'll do your best. Well, by the time I clocked out, it was about 4:32.
Did you guys see him freak out about the gas cards? At the end of the night
Yeah.
the one day, I was
Yeah.
like,
Wait,
what the
what?
fuck is going on?
Yeah, and
Yes, because he was still freaking out when I got back to the office finally. And I'm an idiot savant when it comes to truck numbers and what route they belong to. So
We don't. That's not the proper usage of the term anymore.
I don't care.
It's a acoustic.
But I'm saying it I'm saying it about myself.
No, the
so.
proper term is autistic.
Well, fine, whatever. But I'm sure that's not even allowed. So
Yeah, that's why they say acoustic.
I don't know why I know
This
truck
isn't
numbers.
TikTok. I hate when people fucking do that. This isn't fucking TikTok.
What are you tripping out about?
Because people say like, oh, like, you can't say autistic on TikTok
because
or kill yourself. So he
You
was on a
unalive.
live.
You unalive.
He's acoustic. It's become
Instead of autistic.
It's become part of fucking the common vernacular. It's fucking stupid.
because it'll get blocked.
It's trigger warnings.
Yeah,
He said suicide.
correct.
Unalived himself is way better.
and grape.
I
Yeah.
do like the term unalive yourself.
Well, it's fun to say to someone.
Yeah.
Go
Yeah.
unalive yourself.
Yeah, it's super fun to say to someone. So I mean, I get that, but
I guess it's
You should no longer be living.
No. You
We
can't
should
say
take
that.
a trip back to Modern Warfare 2
but he
lobbies.
had these gas cards, and I'm like, oh, I said, and I looked, I was on your route, and I was like, well, I don't even have the right gas card for this route. He's like, what are you talking about? And he pulled out the card, and I was like, oh no, that truck, the card that I have, I said, that truck goes to this route. And he's like, what? I have this truck. And I was like, no, that truck goes to this route. And he's like, what the fuck? And so he had this fucking the old master list, right?
Probably from like 2 years ago or some
It is.
shit.
And I'm telling him what all the truck numbers are that go to what routes, and he's going and grabbing gas cards from here and there and everywhere, and we got it all straightened out. But yeah, he was.
When I got there, he was like, they were, I don't know who was talking to him, but he's like, I'm done, and then went back and went back into office. And I was like, damn.
Ah, you did it.
I did
103,
it. It's
46.
about
You gotta
time.
say daddy.
I was due. I was due
back
for
in-
one.
Daddy.
Well, he went back there, and I'm like,
Daddy!
I just walked up, and I was like, what the fuck is happening?
Daddy gonna make me come.
Okay, that's a lot. That's a lot. I'm trying to like have a conversation.
He always runs back there for anything and everything.
Especially when I was berating him.
Oh yeah, it was
Did
you.
you hear about that? That he was bullying him.
Apparently, he berated. Why are
Daddy had to
you
talk to him.
berating my supervisors? That's what that sign's for.
What sign?
The one the Toucan showed you before with Bernie Sanders.
Okay.
I am once again asking for a 99.
Because it was.
Did you put it up?
Not yet.
Not yet. It got printed up on Saturday afternoon.
Yeah. Knowing him, he will forget it. But
I was thinking about bringing it here today, but I was like, I'll just.
he should have.
I'll remember it. I
But
promise.
he brought up a list of like the order of who's getting 99, and then I went through the list and I realized that according to their records, it was like May of last year, but that wouldn't have worked because I cased my route. I was in between surgery, so I didn't carry the full route. I probably did my mounted section, then did time another route. So I was like, that wasn't
That's not a 99.
Yeah, that wasn't a 99. And they're like, well, that's the order that we have. And say, well, that wasn't it. So it looks like I want him to be farther up the list. He's like, well, no, that's the list. We'll get you. I'm like, well, yeah, I mean, this all can be solved, Glasses Junior. If you just fucking 99 me right now. He's like,
No, we have to go in order.
We have to go in order. I'm like, I mean, yeah, you can. You can just also just 99 me right now and just do it tomorrow. He's like, and then I kind of like stopped the conversation and walked away. But then Toucans overheard him say, "Oh, do it when I fucking do it. And I'll get to it."
Yeah.
I got too much fucking shit to do.
Yeah.
And Daddy comes up to him and is like, "Hey, just fucking calm
he said
down."
He said no cursing.
Daddy comes up to you Toucans. He's like, "What the hell is that all about?" Then the next day he comes up to me. He's like, 31. So why are you berating one of my supervisors? I'm like, well, I wouldn't call it berating.
No, not at all.
I would call it imploring him to 99 me.
I'm like, well, it started because in peak season and in January when there's a shit ton of mail and snow on the ground, and I would run later than even I expected to. He would always make a
Berate me.
He would always make a smart ass comment about how you should have been back earlier.
What happened, man?
Yeah, what happened? I expected better from you, and then I'd always just say, well, if you don't like it, 99 me. It's just it is what it is.
Come out with
So
me.
anytime it's become like a thing. Like every time he says something, well, just 99 me. So,
But he won't.
yeah. and then Daddy's like, well, we have a list and we got to get through the order. I'm like, I understand that, but the list is wrong. He goes, what? And I explained to him why it was wrong. He goes, then he printed out the sheet, showed it to me, and like, well, no, this was done on May 2nd. I'm like, that's not right. He's like, well, why not? Explained it. He's like, so when was the last time your route was 99? I'm like, it had to been in like September, August, October of like 23.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, okay, well, we'll go back in. We'll see we'll look at the records. Still didn't hear anything about that.
And you never will.
Never will.
Okay, just be back before bedtime.
Be back before bedtime.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was actually really funny. Why are you berating my supervisor?
And then anytime they say anything about it in the future, just be like, come with me.
Come I have something to show you. See this?
I am once again not the Slipknot poster.
Oh, okay.
I am once
I
again.
just checked. They did not 99 me on that day that they have down.
Because you were off?
Well,
Was I on
it
the
was
route?
on that Saturday, and the date was a Thursday.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So their records are flawed.
No, what? You're telling me the post office's records are wrong?
Did you do yours with Subway? No.
No, I did
Jared from
mine
Subway?
with all of them, all the supervisors, and
Of ours.
yeah.
I did mine. I had one.
Daddy,
I had
though.
one with Subway, and then they did one that didn't count with people getting trained, and I had glasses. Because apparently they brought in like 5 or 6 supervisors to train.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, so
they
it
were
didn't-
being trained to do.
Yeah. And I-
Supervisor things.
Need some more
Yeah.
length there, buddy.
No, I'm good.
Hey,
I
Hey, do you want to do time on this route?
Listen,
No
it was
glasses, I
always
can't.
super fun. I do kind of miss glasses when it comes to 99s because he would get distracted
He would.
and you could fucking take off.
And he'd be like,
Where'd you go?
And he'd call you. He'd call you. Like, where'd you go?
I'm like 3 blocks away, man.
Especially, I would always lose them on swing 14 on your route. Right?
That's
the right before lunch.
Yeah.
Right? Because you cut through backyards and all kinds of shit. Because there's a lot of hills and a lot of stairs. And so you cut through backyards to get to the next, like, little inlet of houses there. And he'd get lost. And before you know it, you're all the way back at the truck, and he's still up at the top of the hill looking for you.
And you're like, hey!
Because once you once you start coming down the top of the hill, you don't go back to the regular street.
Nope.
Until the very end.
Yep.
And he'd be looking all around like, what the hell's going on? I'll be sitting in my truck what the fuck?
Where you at?
What the hell, Bobby?
I'm in the truck.
I think the one time
What houses did you do?
the one
Yes, no, yes, yes.
the one I had with him, I finished swing 13 at like 12:30.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. Took a 10 and then drove to the other side of the city, hit my collection box.
For the collection box, yeah.
And then I hit lunch. He's like, let me get this straight. You took a 10, then hit your collection box, then took lunch.
You did work in between it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, that's what's going on. He's like, okay.
That's why I always do that on my yellow route.
No. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, my yellow route. I get done with what I call the nice area of that route. Because it's you're literally just straight up and down. Like, it takes about an hour and a half. It's on a hard day. It's 2. But I get done with that, and then I go up to the area where all the restaurants are and so I'll go to the bathroom, pick up my food, come back to my side, hit the collection box, and then go to lunch. Go to lunch. Sometimes I'll dismount some packages depending on what I have, but I'm doing work in between that.
Yeah.
That's a bathroom break.
Yeah.
And then
So
eventually I'll eat.
Sometimes I'll finish swing 10 at like 10:45, and I'll go other side of the city, and I'll do a dismount run, or 11:45.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll do a dismount run, and then by the time I get done with that, it's like 12:10. Come back to Florida Man's side, take my lunch, and hit my collection box.
Hit the collection box. I know you said something, but like, I've been dismounting forever. Like, fuck this. I'm just gonna go fucking dismount all this fucking bullshit. Especially because when I was on Florida Man's route, I would dismount as I go, but you take chunks of that route, right, and dismount.
Yeah.
And then you go deliver, and then you take the next chunk because it's a very wide range of route. And then you dismount the next chunk, and then you go deliver. And then, so I find just dismounting all that shit, instead of trying to figure out how you're going to do it and then do the swing and then figure out how you're going to do the next, fuck that. Just go through and dismount all your big shit. It makes the rest of your day so much nicer.
All you got is spurs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of annoying when you're doing it, but when you're done, it's like, oh, okay, now all I got to do is fucking deliver the mail. It's so nice.
Did you see what route? We'll call him Drinky.
Drinky, the drunken poo.
See what route he's on next week? Oh my god.
No.
No, not a clue.
Do it with your fingers.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Jesus, fuck.
Did you guys see the Mike's Hard Lemonade empty can in the parking lot?
No.
Oh yeah, that was him. Probably, I don't know.
Or one of the custodians.
We just can't do drugs in the parking lot.
Right.
Yeah.
But we can smoke in the flammable room.
Sure can.
I saw you in there one day.
And he's like,
Oh, you were on vacation.
Caught red-handed.
Probably.
Yeah, you were. I'll tell you about that one too. Nah, that was hilarious. Yeah, if he can't get that route done, he's not going to get it done. What am I saying?
Yeah.
Well,
without the
collections.
Yeah, without the collections route.
it is a very light route, but it definitely can be fucking weird though if you haven't done it.
It can be weird, but it's
It
still,
is a little weird, like knowing where to go and what to do. But
do you know why they added the collections on that route?
because it's so fucking short.
Yeah, it's basically an ox route.
Oh,
Is
yeah.
it shorter than?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah.
Like on the street, it is legitimately shorter.
My
yeah. The
last,
collections part of that is like an hour and a half.
my last week was, or at the office before I got shipped off to another one, was on that route, and I didn't have the collections because what's his face used to do it
Yep.
for me.
Yep.
I'd have to kill so much time.
Yeah. Because
And then you got to that route, and then you had to kill so much time. At 12:30,
And that was
you'd
the
be getting.
week when the Canada fires were all the smoke.
that was
out
terrible,
here.
dude.
That
Oh.
was fucking.
that was terrible.
I was like, Papa Smurf, you got your inhaler.
And I did. But I also, like, from management, I got one of those fucking, like,
Yeah.
respirator fucking masks because I was like, I can't breathe this in.
'Cause I remember thinking like I was in relatively decent shape
Yeah.
at that time. But I'm like, I'm on swing 10, just doing that little hill
Out of
on
breath.
swing 10. I'm like, I'm like, what the fuck?
You could see the fucking, like, smoke in the air. Like,
Yeah.
it was like fog, but it wasn't foggy. You're like, God damn, it smells like fire out here.
It's because that's what it was. It was fucking.
That was for
terrible.
like, what,
Yeah.
a week? We had
Yeah.
that?
Oh,
yeah,
that
but it
was
was
a
really
while.
bad for, like, 2 or 3 days. Like, really
Yeah.
bad.
I'm
Yeah.
surprised they had. No, we got a warning across our phone.
Yes, we
Do
did.
not go outside.
Yep, don't go
But
outside.
we were outside in
Yes.
that shit.
And did they bring that up in the service talk once during that week? Fuck no.
Nope.
But you
No.
don't care about fucking safety. You can shove that shit up your ass.
Yeah, that was really bad. I remember that. I was like, I can't, because the day before it got really bad, I was like, I can't go out there. Like, I can't
Yeah.
breathe in that. So they gave me that respirator mask, and although it was difficult to breathe in, because it was like a legit, like, filtered respirator mask, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I still wore it because I was gonna be out of breath one way or the other, but at least I wasn't gonna inhale that fucking those toxins or whatever the fuck.
Get a little cold?
Yeah, because he keeps his house at like 63, and he's got the fireplace rolling, so the rest of the house isn't getting heated.
I also had to make sure the fire was dying down.
Oh yeah, you want to make sure the house isn't on fire because. Yeah.
So I had to check on that real quick.
Oh, because we were talking about fires. Do you want me to
I
go
was
check
like,
your fire?
I knew I had the fire in the fireplace going.
You just put like a fresh log in there when I got here.
I'm like, I'm gonna check that real quick. I closed the door.
Yeah.
The thing on it. So I'm like, I will be. It's fine, but it's like I'm just gonna check it anyway.
Makes sense. Trying to kill us all.
Yeah.
Like some Halley's Comet shit, but
in the basement.
not with poison.
So do you think
so-
that
Haley's Comet.
now that our contract's in arbitration, that we're gonna get any kind of like back pay or compensation? Because I'm hearing that like we're not gonna get shit now.
If we move to table 1, I'm fine with not getting shit.
I mean, I just want to know.
Listen. Everything. I mean, it might be a little up in the air. Back pay. I would see something more along the lines of a lump sum payment of sorts, rather than actual.
Do you think we're gonna get any kind of raise?
Yeah.
I'm irritated. I'm making less money this year than I was last year.
I just printed out my W-2 for taxes, and holy fuck.
Yeah.
This is the worst year I've had in fucking like a decade.
Well, I'm like it's like last year goes as far as this new year because my insurance went up. I'm literally making less money than I was last year.
Yeah.
And that's another thing that they should probably really look into when it comes to our fucking healthcare. Is paying more into that or getting us all on a specific plan? Because I can't fucking I can't fucking pay fucking almost $800 a month for fucking
What
healthcare.
the fuck plan do you have?
Well, that's the issue. Is my like family plan is like almost $300 to pay.
You don't
But then
have the union insurance.
No,
do you?
I have Blue Cross, but
Yeah.
I also pay for my supplemental dental and vision, and then that takes it up
Well,
to almost like
I do that
$400 to
too.
pay.
Yeah.
So I mean, like that's what I pay. It's fucking absurd.
So
And
Blue
ALC,
Cross was the
baby.
one that got hit the worst.
Yeah.
This open season, they went up like
$50.
yeah, I think it was like 57 or something like
pay.
that. A pay.
I mean, what the fuck?
Ours went up
I don't. Well,
a couple dollars.
I say I also upgraded insurance.
Right.
It's still the union one, but I upgraded from like the basic
high plan.
to the high plan. So obviously mine went up like $50.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
where
Well,
you're
I-
getting
I-
fucked, we didn't
Yeah.
on the union plan.
I technically got fucked, but I also upgraded insurance.
but that
So
was
my choice.
that was your choice.
Yeah. So
Kind of had to.
yeah.
Well, I have the high option in mind, but I don't.
But that got hit the hardest. They were the
Yeah.
ones that got hit the hardest this
Yeah,
year.
but like that's the issue is that there's too many fucking things to pick from. I'm so fucking sick of it. I don't want to fucking go through and change all my shit again.
Well, all this started happening when workers. So this is the genesis of this, because used to be that government employees of all governments, federal, state, local, typically their benefits, health insurance, stuff like that, were paid, or they paid a very low amount. I remember the job that I had before I came to the post office. When I first started working there, for fucking bomb-ass insurance, I never saw a fucking bill. I paid $23 for a family a month. $23 a month
That ain't shit.
for a family, okay? But then what happened is people from the private sector who get paid more, mind you, we make way less than people in private sector entities do. They were getting pissed because their healthcare costs kept going up. But the tax money that they were spending was paying for government employees at all different levels. It was paying for their insurance, their benefits. But what they don't realize is they're making 3 times what we do, right? Yeah, and you're with a private company. Part of being, a government worker was that you understood that you're not going to get rich. You're not going to make a lot of money, but you are, for lack of better terms, a civil servant, right? Like that. That's just what you're doing. We're not actually under civil service, but that's not the point. You're a civil servant, so you're not going to make a whole lot of money, and we don't make a whole lot of money. So
Do it for the love of the game.
So right, but so the thing that attracted people to come and work for the government was that we have a pension
and benefits.
and good benefits that are paid for, because your actual wage does not. I mean, right now, like UPS, with UPS's contract, we make not quite like where we are in the pay scale, not top weight, but where we are in the pay scale, we make half of what a UPS driver does. Now, UPS is a little different situation because their benefits are paid for. Their retirement is paid for, so they're a little bit different. But so people in the private sector were getting mad, and then they started all these protests about how their fucking tax monies were going to pay our benefits. Well, in response to that, they started saying, okay, well, you're going to pay, at least where I was before here, okay, you're going to pay 10%. And we're like, fucking Christ, whatever. That took my $23 up to like, $150. Right? And I'm like, fine, whatever, And then every year after that, they'd add another percent, and they'd add another percent. Well, what they've done in like the federal government and where we are, we're paying 27%, maybe more. So we've gone from nothing paying nothing because we don't make a lot of money to paying 27% and still not making a lot of money. And now the private sector is making exponentially more money, but their companies are either paying for their benefits or they have lower fucking healthcare insurance premiums than we do.
It flip-flopped.
So now there's really no point except for the love of the game, basically, right? I love being a fucking mailman, right? This is great. I fucking love my job. I don't think there's a lot of people that can say that. But also, to be a letter carrier, I think you kind of have to love it, right? Like, if you didn't like this job, you would be miserable.
You have to be a little crazy.
You would be fucking miserable. Could you imagine if you didn't like your job?
We have to deal with the harsh weather.
I had several customers come up to me yesterday and be like, oh man, we went from 50 to 20. This is awful. I'm like, this is great.
Yeah, this is great. I love it when it's cold.
I love it when it's cold. The wind was a bit much.
Sucked.
The wind was a bit much either Friday or yesterday.
Yeah.
But I mean, overall, this is great. Like, I don't mind this.
No, I don't either. But like next week, right? It's going to be a little bit warmer, not great, and it's
For
going
like
to be
3
warm,
days.
and it's
And
going to be raining.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wednesday it's going to rain, and then Thursday snow and
Yeah.
freezing.
And then,
And then and then we're off for the weekend.
yeah, and so but we deal with it because for the most part, we love our jobs.
Yeah.
We don't get paid shit.
No, but
Our benefits are fucking expensive as hell.
Our benefits are expensive, but like outside of like the healthcare needs reassessed, like across the
I
board.
agree.
We need to go to like just one fucking healthcare system for like all of us.
Yeah, but there's like 10,000 in there.
That's
There
the
is-
issue.
there
We
is
don't-
like
I don't
100.
need fucking 100 plans to pick from. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
But outside of that, though, like the paid sick leave, the vacation time, all of that stuff, you don't get that kind of shit other places. Like,
well, you
especially
do
to
and
the-
you don't. I
Well,
mean, it's all
know-
kind of one thing.
I know my buddy makes a lot of money, like working on cars.
Like PTO.
PTO, paid time off. It's usually all one big thing, whether it's sick
Yeah.
time or
Well, I'm talking about the amount of like vacation time that we get. But like my buddy makes a lot of money working on cars, but he only gets
probably
like,
2 weeks.
2 weeks,
Yeah.
and they pay that up front to him at the beginning of the year.
They pay him money wise.
Yeah.
So
for
they
his
just say,
vacation.
hey,
here's your
the money
vacation
for your
money.
vacations.
Take it whenever you want.
When you're not at work, you're not getting paid.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a lot. That's like future planning. You have to like set that money aside, and he only gets 2 fucking weeks. Granted, he can take off whenever he wants, but he doesn't get paid, and he only gets paid for the work he turns over. That
Right.
sucks.
While that's true, that is like one instance.
No, that's one instance, but like I know other people that don't have the benefits that we do, that don't have the vacation time that we do, especially when we top out at 5 weeks total.
Right.
People don't have
Yeah.
that.
But no, well, yes and no. You're right, because our sick leave and our vacation leave are 2 separate leaves.
Well, most people
You
don't
know.
get paid when they call off.
And what
Sick.
right, and so what I'm saying is like usually PTO is PTO. It doesn't matter what
Yeah.
you're using it for.
See, we got my last job. We got only 2 weeks. That was it, and no paid sick leave.
So right, which
Yeah,
okay, they didn't say you couldn't call off sick.
yeah.
You just
And we also had to give 3 months notice before we took vacation.
well, technically we give a year.
Yeah,
Well, not necessarily.
No, I mean you could take your 1s and 2s days off, but what I'm saying is we bid for our year's worth of vacation
Yeah.
the year before.
Which is fucking stupid.
Which is always funny because my dad would always go, oh, he'll remind me like today, he reminded me, oh, we're going on vacation to North Carolina in a couple weeks. I'm like, nope.
Yeah,
We're going
Yeah, we
in,
can't just plan it.
We're going in late July, early August. Nope. He goes, what do you mean? No, it's like, I'd take 2 weeks. 1 for Sonic Temple, 1 for incarceration. And I'm technically not even taking a full a full week.
Well, you have the full week,
I already relinquished the 1
but
for Inc.
okay.
Yeah.
So you just have what, Thursday, or do you just have Friday, the weekend?
I think my NS day is Thursday.
Oh, okay.
No, my NS day is Wednesday. I'm taking Thursday off for Ghost, and then it's Ink Friday,
that's right.
Saturday, Sunday, and then come in and fucking hair of the dog on goddamn Monday.
Oh yeah, yeah. Because I'm certainly not missing fucking Sunday night.
See, when I take a week, I actually lose money.
Yeah, because of overtime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Which is why I'm thinking of possibly relinquishing a couple days in May again.
And then just going to Sonic Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Well, it'll be Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Probably Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Definitely take off that Monday, and then potentially take off the Tuesday as well. Mm-hmm. Because ads.
I feel it. I haven't.
But then they might just say, hey, he's coming back tomorrow. And just,
Yeah.
I probably won't take my full weeks in the summer either. And I didn't take the full week I had
This past.
back in February either.
Yeah.
I just,
Ferber.
I don't care. I'm not going to be doing anything.
I'm taking mine. I have one at the end of this month.
I have things pop up, and as long as like it's not summertime wise, like weekends where like people want to do stuff, I just want to be able to like have the time to like go on like a weekend like excursion.
Sure.
Whereas like in the past I've been like, I don't have any fucking
Well, that's
leave to
kind of
take.
what I want to do with at the end of this month. I don't have any like real plans. I have a doctor's appointment on that Friday. Mm-hmm. So it's spring break.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking about just going a couple nights. Who knows where? I don't know. And who cares? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Just go for a couple nights and come back.
Yeah, my cousin's in like living in Vegas right now too. I'm thinking about taking like a little like weekend trip out there.
What's the weather in like? It's like south of us, not crazy far, but like where's a good zoo that's south of us that would have like decent weather at the end of this month?
Like, how far south are you talking?
Well, I'm not trying to go to like fucking Georgia or Florida. I'm going to drive.
I think the Nashville Zoo is pretty nice.
It's only like, what, 8 hours?
That's about 6.
Yeah.
Actually. Yeah, because my no. It's probably actually closer to 7 and a half. maybe.
That's fine. That's
8 hours.
that's an acceptable amount of time.
I was thinking of Nashville to Little Rock.
okay.
I made that drive a lot, so that's why I was thinking of that.
Well, okay. When you say it's really nice, like, will it take all day?
I don't know.
get
I can
there.
ask my wife.
To get there, yeah.
No.
He's done with his-
I understand that, but look, if I drive down there, the next day, go to
Go
a
to
zoo.
zoo.
I want a zoo that's going to take all fucking day.
Yeah.
Otherwise, there's no point in driving. You know what I mean?
Just go to the Akron Zoo.
That you can go through in like but you can go through Akron Zoo in like half hour.
Yeah, I know. That's fine.
Yeah, that takes like 2 minutes. And
Go to Cincinnati. That's at least south.
yeah, but is it far enough south to get out of the weather?
Who knows? It might be
Yeah.
warm here.
I've never been. They have a nice
Cincinnati's
zoo.
pretty much Kentucky.
Yeah, I know the Columbus Zoo is nice too.
Yeah, and I thought about that, and I want to go to that one, but I don't want to do it in the weather.
Well, when are you going?
End of the month.
End of the month.
End of March?
Yeah.
It might be like weather might be breaking by then.
You know, I went to the Columbus Zoo and honestly, I was like not as impressed as I thought it was going to be.
Is this the last time we're going to spring forward?
I don't know.
Is that done, or are we just fucked? And
I
they
think
just
I
were
think we're
like,
probably
I wish
fucked.
they would
I don't know.
stop. Yeah, it'd be nice if they'd stop.
We're
doing
springing
that shit.
forward.
We should just fall back every year.
Yeah, just every year. The time they want us to keep us on is the time we're on right now.
Yeah.
Not the spring forward where it's late, where it's darker later. That's not. They don't want us to keep us on that time,
Yeah, I don't fucking know.
which is the time we all want. Mm-hmm. Because even in the winter, if it's still light out at fucking 5 o'clock, like that's awesome.
Yeah.
I hate when it's that peak winter and it's like 4:30 and you're like, fuck.
And the sun's almost gone.
Yeah.
You're driving home from work and it's already dark.
And it's
out.
dark.
And you just worked an 8-hour day. And you're like, what
Yeah.
the fuck?
Yeah, it's dark.
It's bedtime.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so my wife said, you could easily spend a few hours. It's not as great as other zoos, but it's fun. And they added a few exhibits that I saw the last time we were there.
All right. Well, that's a thought then. I know.
Also, sure, there's probably something else you can do if it's only going to take you like half a day.
And we went to Pittsburgh Zoo, which got rave fucking reviews. Everybody's like, "Oh, go to the Pittsburgh Zoo," and they have that aquarium and everything. It took like 2 hours.
Mid.
Very much so. I was very disappointed because I went to Pittsburgh just to go to the zoo, like for a couple days. Like we stayed there and everything, and we're like, "Oh fuck yeah," you know.
Yeah, I mean, if you go to the Nashville Zoo, there's also a lot of other stuff to do in Nashville.
That is true.
Nashville's a pretty decent city as far as what there is to do.
But I will have a child with me,
Yeah.
so that you have to remember. I don't know. Maybe we'll look at what the weather's going to be. Because I wonder, is COSI open in Columbus?
I don't know.
Columbus.
I don't know what closes for the winter and
I
what
don't
doesn't.
either.
But that's all indoors, isn't it? In COSI indoors?
It's been a long time since I've been there.
Yeah.
Were you outdoors or indoors?
I think I was indoor, but then
That's
again,
what I think.
it was in like March, and I went with my mom's school or something like that.
Yeah.
So I don't really.
So,
I
I mean,
remember
that's-
going, but I don't remember like what I.
I heard the Columbus Zoo is fucking huge.
Yeah, the
It
Columbus
is.
Zoo is huge.
It is huge, but I feel like it's kind of deceiving because I just feel like you're just walking more in between exhibits. And like, it's not as full. I don't know. Maybe I just got my hopes up a little too much because I like,
Well, that's how I felt about the Pittsburgh Zoo. I thought I got my hopes up
think if
because
you-
everybody said go to fucking Pittsburgh. It's awesome.
I think-
And although it is great,
yeah.
it's
Yeah, you gotta like temper your expectations with that kind of shit. I feel like otherwise it's like. Oh,
is it just me, or do you remember going to, like, let's just say the Cleveland Zoo, right? As a kid,
Oh yeah, and it's seems so much bigger than it
it
seems.
seemed
now.
like it took for fucking all day long.
The Cleveland Zoo is big, though.
I know it is actually.
I don't-
especially with the rainforest.
I'm gonna be
This
honest.
is true.
The
That caught on
Columbus
fire, though.
Zoo can range from a few hours to a full day.
That's
Yeah,
you're
they-
just looking up reviews or something.
They kind of got everything there.
Yeah.
Polar bears,
If you
shit
want to
like that.
see everything, it should theoretically take you a full day.
Well, I mean, if I'm going down there, I may as well see everything.
Yeah.
Dude, they got snow leopards.
Yep.
Really? Yep. I love those things.
He's all giddy about it.
No, I thought you liked cougars.
See, I went to the Akron Zoo just to see the snow leopard.
Wow, how much is the Akron Zoo anymore?
I don't
Cheaper
know,
than the
but
Cleveland Zoo.
it's-
It was like,
Well,
I
the
would
Cleveland
rather
Zoo,
drive the extra.
even Pittsburgh Zoo was kind of expensive.
Yeah.
Cleveland's
I feel like
aquarium,
everything is.
Cleveland's aquarium, trash,
Yeah.
11
trash.
to $11 to $21.
I'd rather drive the
Columbus?
extra.
Akron.
Oh, yeah, that's cheap.
Yeah.
I'd
Yeah,
rather
when I
drive the
went,
extra
like,
half hour.
6 years ago.
The Akron Zoo is nice, though. It's small and, like, easy to get through.
Did we ask you want to go to a Rubber Ducks game?
Ooh. When?
Rubber ducky.
We'll figure it out on a Sunday.
Columbus Zoo is basically $30 to $35.
That's okay.
That's not bad either.
Well, you gotta. I think they do military discount.
Well, yeah, so I can get my ticket, but I'm not worried about the price if it's worth it.
Right.
I think
yeah,
the Columbus Zoo is definitely worth it. I just.
Akron Rubber Ducks.
Rubber Ducks game.
When the schedule gets released, we'll go on a Sunday.
Okay.
Most likely a Sunday because I think that's the only day
Yeah, it's
that
the only day.
really we're all
I'll
going to
just
have
lock the
off.
kids in the house.
Yeah. They're old enough.
You could
They'll be
bring
fine.
them with you.
I just lock them in the house.
Yeah, they're old
I'm
enough.
just kidding. I'm not gonna do that.
No, like
that's fine.
bring them with you.
No,
Like,
yeah.
No. Fuck that. They're old enough.
okay, all
If
right,
they ain't
never mind.
shitting in diapers no more, you're good to go.
Well, they're
Never
not
mind.
shitting in diapers
Never mind.
anymore.
Lock
but-
them in the house then.
Okay.
I'm gonna bring my kid.
Yeah, I mean, I could probably bring my daughter. I don't know how my son would be.
That's
He's
fair.
ornery.
I'll bring my
He
daughter.
likes to fucking get up and do stupid
My
shit,
daughter's
so.
very ornery. Wait till you hear her at a baseball game.
Yeah, she is.
She torments the players
Oh, that's awesome.
On both sides.
on both sides. Doesn't fucking matter.
Anybody can get the smoke.
The only players. The only time she has not tormented the home team is when we go to Guardians games. She will not torment the Guardians, but the
Also,
fucking.
she's a little too far away for them to hear it, but
That's true, but she torments the fans. she doesn't give
That's
a fuck.
funny though.
Well, the last time we went, we were sitting in some really nice seats. We were right behind home plate. We were like second row.
I make sure I get good seats because they're still only like $25 a seat.
I don't even think they were like 22 after fucking everything.
Yeah,
I think.
like it was, after tax it was like 25. I'm like for like second, third row, right behind home plate.
Yeah, we were that day. We were second row.
Yeah, I'm like,
And
oh, this is fucking great.
She's fucking talking shit, and the players are 7 feet away from you. She's talking shit to every single person that comes up to fucking bat. You don't know how many times the fucking usher came down and just stood there at the end of the aisle, and I was like, shut the fuck up. You're going to get us kicked out. And then the usher would walk away, and she'd fucking go at it again.
And then there's two older guys in front of us, and they just start like, what the fuck are you talking about?
They were loving it, though.
That's great.
Yeah, she makes friends at all the baseball games. The last Guardians game I took her to was end of the season playing the Reds, closing out at the Reds. There was a bunch of Reds fans, and
The Kentucky Reds?
yeah, basically, and one of the guys like a row behind us because she kept talking mad shit. You're fucking cold, aren't you?
I'm cold.
She was talking mad shit, and one of the fans behind us, she was throwing peanuts at this fucking Reds fan, and he had a hoodie on.
She was seeing how many she could get in his hood.
The guy behind us was like, I'll give you $10 if you get one to land in his hoodie. Now, he was like 10 rows ahead of us. Like, he was at the front row of where, where your dad's seats are. So, so she's fucking lobbing fucking peanuts at this fucking dude.
That's fucking great.
Fucking boom.
Oh, fuck. And there was a Reds fan over like behind us and back here, and she would turn around and because he was loud, she would turn around and start talking shit to him. And I was like, oh Jesus Christ,
You're gonna get my ass beat.
Is this your kid? Yeah.
Can't you tell?
Luckily, we were surrounded by plenty of Guardians fans who were having a grand old time with her. So I don't think they would have let him do anything. But sometimes it's like, Jesus, you need to shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck up. And yeah, she doesn't care if the players can hear or not. She's yelling at them all the time.
Plus the street corn nachos. Oh my god.
Oh yeah. Street corn nachos.
Oh, this is so good.
Street corn nachos.
Yeah. At the Rubber Ducks games.
Good.
How will be when I have street corn nachos again?
Bro, you should come. You should come to a
got
game too.
churros?
You should come to a game.
I'll try.
I know you don't like sports, but
I'll try.
I know you don't listen. I know you don't like sports, but it is just super fun.
Yeah.
Learn to like sports, man.
Yeah, be a man.
They're boring.
Yeah, be a man.
Well,
Oh, look, they're hitting a ball again.
while that is true, like the actual game, you won't pay much attention to the game. I'm going to be honest.
I do because I love baseball.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I will actually pay
Yeah,
attention.
we'll sit down and we'll watch the game, but it's not like at the Guardians games. The Rubber Ducks games, we're wandering around a lot more. And then we go back to our seats, and plus beer's cheaper at the fucking Rubber Ducks games.
Yeah, it is. I think the last game we went to, it was like $3 beer night.
Yeah, it was a $2 or $3 drive.
It was $2 for like a 16, and then 24 was $3. I'm like,
yeah.
I'm like, bet.
Yeah.
Fucking king of beers too.
So it's a good time. It's fun. Plus the street corn nachos, you'll go just for the street corn nachos. No, bro,
That?
not that. But
They're nachos.
Nacho.
they're nachos,
nachos.
with Mexican street
Nacho
corn.
cheese.
No, there's no nacho cheese.
There
There's
is
no nacho cheese.
there is
There's
some kind of cheese.
or crema.
It's crumbled. It's
Yeah,
It's
and
good.
You can get it fairly spicy.
oh yeah, you can because I
Yeah.
get it spicy.
Yeah, I get like medium. I think.
Yeah, you do.
I get medium. It's enough for me. It's enough kick where it's fun.
I want it to burn.
Yeah. If you get nachos, it has to burn.
If it burns, it's working.
If you're not sitting on the toilet for an hour after, it's not worth it.
It's so good though.
Well, that mixed with a beer, I will be sitting on the toilet for an hour after.
Sitting on the toilet.
Sitting on a toilet.
Yeah.
That counts.
Does that count?
Yeah.
That counts as a song?
That counts as fun.
I don't, okay. That video is hilarious. That's a classic.
You know what else is nachos? A bowl of Lucky Charms, apparently.
We don't talk about that anymore.
Listen, I know we don't look. So when I upload the episodes, obviously I can see the listens, the metrics, the listens. That
We don't care anymore now that Fatty left.
I don't. We don't really care. But now that I heard like your dad is a couple episodes behind, the one other guy that we know listens to every episode, he's a couple episodes behind. Dude, that episode got so many fucking listens.
Did it really?
Yeah, yeah. It was a really good episode. I fucking hate you for it.
Double digits?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I think all of ours get double digits, but
Yeah,
how far in?
we do get double digits.
Yeah, I know.
But that one, I mean,
Just the
yeah.
Yes, we're doing this for 5 listens, and 5 of them are us.
I don't listen.
I don't listen.
I don't listen.
Me neither.
Do you?
I do sometimes.
Okay,
yeah.
so there's one.
Yeah.
No, the whole point of this was just for us. We
Someone
always
cared.
said like we don't give a shit if anyone listens.
Someone cared a lot about about how many people listened.
Yeah, we just do this for
Yeah,
ourselves.
he wanted to be able to
This
quit
is
his
fun.
day job, dude.
Dude, that would be sick.
Well, we could do that. We just need to be.
We'd have to be way more proactive,
Yeah.
and we'd have to have way
Cameras
more
and
actual
We'd have to
topics
have
to talk
footnotes,
about.
Footnotes.
upgrade our
Which is
equipment.
fine. Like, if you guys, like,
Upgrade our equipment.
I'm working on that. Shut the fuck up. It's fucking expensive, you motherfucker.
If you want to start contributing,
Get the
hey,
fuck
this
out of here.
motherfucker has contributed shit. You owe me about 5 cans too.
Yeah, that's true. The new mics that I want,
You're good.
the
Thank
new
you.
mics that I want, the mics alone
you,
are
two
$100. The new mics I want
No, I
are
was
$100.
just saying,
A
like,
pop?
Just for the mic.
No,
you have to
Vegas.
get the arms are another 80.
no, I was just saying if
And I think the shock mounts are 20.
shocks,
But these are shock mounts,
shocks.
not shocks.
Not shocks.
Ooh, I got my new shocks. Thank you, Zen. That's why I'm only down to 400 points now.
As soon as I get enough for the $25 gift card, I spend it.
Oh, I wait. I got the 100.
Well, yeah.
Oh, my phone beeped.
Well, he's also throwing his fucking vape and just.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah, we would have to actually like come in with topics. So like if you guys do read news stories or something, like I had the fucking referee that got bit in the dick.
Yeah.
Balls. Scheisse.
Well, they're trying to, take control over the post office again.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen.
Yeah, did you hear we're all going to lose our jobs?
Yeah.
About what? We're on our jobs.
Some
I
people.
also want you to say one nice thing about Trump.
What? No.
You missed a lot on your week of vacation.
Oh, that's out on your week? Yeah, you missed a lot.
Yeah.
No, but I keep seeing these AI images of Zelensky punching Trump. They're pretty funny.
Yo,
Oh, I bet.
He just knocks him the fuck out, which in reality would be exactly what happened. So
did you see somebody's like, why aren't you wearing a suit?
yeah, that was a lot. That was a lot. Like, who gives a fucking shit?
Yeah.
I will wear a costume when war is over. That's what he said.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot to, kind of go after somebody whose country's being invaded by another one. And you can get into all the, like, political bullshit that came into it. But a lot of that's our fault. Like, when it comes to America and, like, not doing the shit that we said we'd do with Russia as far as, like, signing treaties and stuff go. But,
Well,
yeah, I mean, it's just complicated. And I don't know. It's all a lot, and I don't like looking at most of it. Just fucking frustrating.
yeah, I think personally, and it's been 100 years at this point, whatever, I don't know, but if we had just minded our own business in the first place.
Yeah, well, we don't do that, and
No, we like to stick our noses in places they don't belong.
no, but also at the same time, there's a level of, well, we have a military, and we need to pay them, and we need them to do something, so let's start a proxy war, or, let's send. It's really just a bunch of fucking propaganda in the end.
Well, sure. I guess from all sides.
Yeah,
honestly,
no, for real.
But I really wish we could just keep our fucking noses out of other people's business altogether.
Yeah.
But the problem is we did used to do that. We were that way.
Up until World War II.
It got real bad, yes, World War II, and then all of a sudden
Everybody looked at us
Korea,
as the
Vietnam.
world's...
Korea, Vietnam, Desert Storm,
Well,
then
the problem with that is
Iraq
that
and
everybody
Afghanistan
looked at us
and
as, you know...
the protectors.
Bail us
Yeah.
out, please.
We were the protectors, and that
Except for Iraq. That was all based on false notions of weapons of mass destruction.
no, you know what happened. This is my theory, but you know what
it
happened
was
in
about
Iraq.
the heroin.
You know what happened in Iraq.
Well, I feel like we've talked about this.
Well, we
this
put
before.
Saddam in power.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because we gave him all the...
So we put Saddam in power, realized it was a bad thing. George H.W., when they started invading Kuwait, was like, oh, whoa. That's our oil. So we pushed him back into Iraq. George W. decided to finish it.
Yeah.
So then we had to get
the-
Saddam and remove him from power, which we ended up having him killed, basically.
Yeah.
You know, their courts and, you know, their military tribune, you know, whatever. But let's be honest, we fucking did it.
We also put Al Qaeda in power. Too.
We also put Al Qaeda in power. We gave them all of their weaponry and all kinds of money to fight Russia.
Yeah,
We trained them.
We trained them. We gave them the money.
we trained
we gave them the weapons.
the
everything.
Mujahideen.
Yep.
Yeah, we trained all of those terrorist groups.
All these fucking people. And if we would have just minded our own fucking business in the first place,
Yeah.
you know,
I think that's why they hate us. Because they ain't us.
because they ain't us.
These guys know how
shit.
to fight. They trained us, motherfuckers. They can
Yeah,
invade
I
us.
mean, yeah, because what happens is we stick our nose in people's business, and then we get people like Saddam Hussein, and we get him into power, and then inevitably it goes wrong, it goes bad, and then they hate us
Yep.
because we did that. Inevitably, we did that.
It's because they ain't us.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
But inevitably, it's because
Enos
we did
Johnson.
that. And if we just wouldn't fucking,
Shut the fuck
if we
up.
just wouldn't fucking do that shit in the first place. But again, you're looking at 100 years ago now at this point.
Yeah.
So how do you get out of it at this point? I
it
think
would take...
I think you need
Pull
to.
out game week.
I think
America.
Well,
Well, it's going to take multiple generations to undo
it.
Yeah.
Just like it took multiple generations to do it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's going to be very difficult. But a lot of these places that hate us, they hate us because our nose is in their business. You get your nose out of their business.
like with the whole Korean War,
Yeah.
and why North Korea hates us is because we fucking leveled them, but...
Well, yes and no.
Also, North Korea is a fucking...
Well, it's a communist state. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah, they're still living in the past from when we bombed the fuck out of them.
Yeah, but...
well, of course they are.
Fuck off.
But again, that's a war that's not over.
Yeah.
That war has never been,
Nope.
you know, there's a ceasefire in place and that's it.
Yeah, that's why we're still over there.
I know that.
Because if they try something, we're like,
I know that. And while I don't
fucking peacekeepers.
well, right. And while I don't want places like South Korea or even Ukraine, I don't
Yeah.
want them overrun and taken over.
yeah.
I also just want
You really think
To take
North
care of us.
Korea would
Yeah, but in
overtake
Ukraine,
South
we don't
Korea?
have soldiers there right now, so...
that you know of.
On the books, we
Yeah.
don't.
I doubt that we do. We've sent them a ton of fucking weapons and shit. Which
No.
is
Think
a
it
lot
was-
of money.
You think it was just weapons? You think there's no soldiers attached to those weapons?
Maybe for training purposes.
There definitely is training purposes.
Yeah.
I would be willing to bet there are off the books operators over there.
Maybe, but they probably like wanted to go do that.
Well,
I mean,
they
I'm not
also-
saying
they also
I'm not
took-
saying they didn't want to go
Yeah.
because when you're in that and you're doing that, of course you want to go. You don't want to. Being stateside and being at home is actually the most boring fucking thing you could possibly do, right?
Yeah.
When you go from this to that,
I say this all the time, but if the fucking Marine Corps came to me and said, "Hey, we want you to go to fucking war," where do I go? I would go in a heartbeat. because nothing has ever rivaled fighting in a war.
Even if it means you got to go through basic again.
I don't give a shit.
Oh, I think they're going to take a look at your disability
I don't give a
rating
shit.
and they're going to be like,
I don't think they're gonna. Would you make it through basic? That's not me being insulting. Okay.
Oh yeah. No.
No, because we've talked about this at the gym. Like you don't have you have the want to get in better
Right.
shape. You don't have the want.
I don't have like losing weight, right? Like I'm not. I mean, I'm larger than I should be. Let's be honest, right? I have the want to work out. I have the want to get stronger. You know, we're going to the gym. We're doing all this. I don't have the want to lose significant amount of weight.
Right.
Yeah, well, I mean, like if you're getting taken out of like your current like position to go fight and go through basic, like that's
Then he'll have.
I have the want.
At that point, that's your like that is your job now. So like you would like actively.
Yes.
You wouldn't have to worry about working at the post office. Your new job is going through basic and going.
Sure, I guess so. It's not. I'm not going to say I would do it for free because I still have.
You would get.
I still have
money and stuff for it.
But what I'm saying is if they told me that, if they asked me like literally, like quite literally, right? Let's say war comes to our own shores, right? Yeah, fuck yeah, let's go. I mean, I'm gonna be fighting anyways if war comes to our shores. I don't give a shit.
I don't think that's ever happening.
post it up on
Probably
the
not.
corner.
Probably not, because that would be fucking dumb.
Yeah.
Because
strategically, it makes no sense for you to do.
Well, they would
have
never
to cross a fucking ocean on top of it.
take the ocean out of it. Let's just say, you know what would happen to an enemy that landed on our shores? Think of how many guns alone are in our country that isn't the military.
There is
Registered
more
guns.
per.
There's more guns than fucking citizens.
Yeah.
Registered guns.
True.
Yeah, that's just registered.
I think the last statistics were like there's what, like 2.3 guns for every American?
4.
Is it 4?
Yeah.
For every American. Hell yeah. I know.
And I got quite a
I
bit
know
of that.
I lost a few in a boating accident.
Yeah.
If that's the case, Florida Man, I'm going to your house.
You know,
we're going to do a quick training session, and then we're going to.
for sure. Yeah,
We don't
Give
even
me
have
about
to
an
reload.
hour.
You
I'll
just
help
switch
you.
weapons.
Yeah, you just switch weapons. You don't got to reload. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
So
I know quite a bit
it's
of
less
people.
it's less of a
That I know quite a bit of people that have.
it just wouldn't happen.
basement
It couldn't happen because not only are you going to be fighting our military, which is immense, right? You're also fighting all these citizens and civilians that have all these weapons too.
Well, if someone wanted to do it, they'd have to form an alliance
With who?
with whoever the fuck they could.
But what I'm saying is honestly though, but who,
that's what I mean.
Who?
No,
Like,
they would have with anyone they could get their hands on.
you'd have
they'd
to come through California.
Well, and it'd have to be a full scale invasion. You would
Yeah,
have
and then-
to go balls to the walls.
And even then.
Yeah,
It
you
doesn't
couldn't.
even matter.
It doesn't even matter.
Imagine enemy troops.
They
landing
tried
in the-
so hard and got so far.
No, they didn't.
I think
they didn't get to the shoreline.
No, I really honestly believe that they would. That's why it hasn't happened.
Yeah, no,
and
it's-
that's why even when Japan did it in World War II,
Last time I was tried, it was Japan. They did I forget the islands, the chain of islands, the archipelago in Alaska.
the Galapagos Islands or something like that.
No,
I
the
don't know
one
what it was.
The ones up in Alaska, they tried to invade there. The plan was to do a pincer move, hit Alaska, and then they would land in Mexico, and then they pincer the West Coast, and then they move. Cross the Rockies and the desert.
Yeah,
and
okay.
and then start attacking from the west.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it just wouldn't work. But the last plan that actually was tried was Pearl Harbor.
Yeah.
and even then that was an air assault. They did not.
So they were just trying to take out our Navy.
Yeah.
Of course they were.
Yeah,
But
in 1942 is when they actually attacked Alaska. The Aleutian Islands.
yeah,
Aleutian
that's what it
Islands.
is.
Yeah.
Fellatio Islands.
Falcon.
Aleutian. Falklands is off
Where's
of
Falklands?
off of Argentina. That's the war they fought with Great Britain.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I think, yeah.
But it wouldn't work. It just wouldn't work.
See, if someone did try, I think the citizens, no matter what side, both team up
Well, that's
fucking
the
going at
reality
it,
of
and then
it.
you got our.
That's the reality.
Military?
It absolutely would happen that way.
You know, I'd just go in my closet, grab my plate carrier, fucking.
You mean
throw
come
that-
out of the closet?
Well,
throw my plate carrier.
he would
on.
have to when he.
Imagine being like a
Imagine being in the
And
closet,
then,
but it's made of glass.
That's why he said both sides.
And then I would go to the lake where I accidentally dropped my guns.
And get him out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
imagine,
Yeah,
like,
it would be. I don't know.
It'd be a shit show.
It would be something. It would be something.
I would be surprised if it lasted a full month.
I would probably call off work for the day.
Yeah.
I was like, in total,
Because that's about how long it would be.
Yeah.
I would be surprised if it lasted even a full month.
Yeah. I know.
Realistically, probably 2
Well,
weeks.
not only that, but we could literally starve them out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because as soon
But,
as you
you
get
know-
to our shores, we're gonna fucking blockade the fuck out of that. And now
Yeah.
what do you got?
Yeah.
Just go to the north and south, watch the borders and stuff, because they would. I think there was a plan where they would come through like South America and then through Mexico.
Well, yeah, of course.
And everything.
Is there an echo in here?
No.
I don't think you said that.
Yeah,
Well,
I
you kind of said
I
that.
said
Yeah, but they would come from our south border.
Right. Which would
said
be
through
disastrous.
yeah.
That's why I said if they had any shot, they'd have to come through California.
Yeah, you can't really do it in Canada.
But then all
because
the-
too
and
many
you're not doing it in
mountains.
Texas.
That's exactly what I'm saying. You're not doing it in Texas. You're not doing it in Florida. I mean, you're just not.
yeah.
Yeah. There's too many crazy people in Florida.
Way
That's
too
its
many.
own
Well, I
country.
guess if you
Too
got
many of a
Canada,
different kind of crazy people in Texas.
Mexico on your side,
Okay.
and had enough, like maybe.
What are they
have-
gonna? Did you see the cartel came out with a video saying that you better not mess with the cartel because we'll fuck up the U.S. Army
be
or
funny.
military?
Well, it's yeah, and then they're like, we don't have a code of honor, we don't have rules of engagement. It's like we have to shackle ourselves
So,
to make it a fair fight. What do you think is going to happen if
After we
take?
shoot you, we have to give you.
we
aid.
have to give you aid.
Yeah.
So here's the thing: if Canada and Mexico became enemies of the state now, we're just gonna fucking bomb the fuck out of them.
Yeah.
Like no.
And
All we gotta do is take
and I
over-
guarantee you, all of our ICBMs can reach Mexico and Canada.
Yeah. Well, that. Yeah.
They wouldn't even get up to like full.
No, no, they wouldn't.
All we have to do is really, in terms of Canada, is take over Toronto and Quebec,
Sure.
and then
A
that's,
lot of Canada is uninhabitable.
Yeah.
Uninhabited.
Well, most of the
Over 50%.
50% of the population lives below like Wisconsin,
Right.
or
Yeah.
or Minnesota,
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They live in that little fucking peninsula over by the Great
Right.
Lakes.
Yep.
That's it.
And half their population's French, so they'll wave the white flag anyways.
That's true.
Don't come over here.
You know, in Mexico, yeah, we would just bomb the fuck out of them.
Yeah.
And now what? And the problem is they're so close to us that our bombers could literally bomb them and fly back home.
Mm-hmm.
Refuel, bomb them, and fly back home. Like,
it will be.
it would be a never-ending barrage. Okay.
I'm just saying. I'm not saying it would be successful. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I
It
mean,
would be
It'll
interesting.
be like how I think it was when we invaded Germany in 45.
Mm-hmm.
I think that we flew so many planes. It basically was a plane was bombing Germany and Berlin like every minute.
Yeah.
Like a group of
Yeah.
planes was doing it like
Yeah.
every minute
Because
that's
they
how,
just-
that's
they
how
just kept sending
frequent-
them.
Yeah. And we got that whole section like France and most of Germany and Belgium and Holland. We just got all that, so we just like vroom, vroom,
Yep.
vroom.
yeah. Easy peasy. Bring it on.
Yeah.
I think ever since Red Dead came out, everyone's like, yeah, bring it
Red
on.
Dawn.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Red Dawn. The original Red Dawn.
The original.
Yeah.
Original Red Dawn when it was
Yeah.
when it was the Soviets, and then the remake, which was North Koreans.
Yeah.
And then
I
what
don't
was
know
it,
that I saw
COD?
the remake.
COD
It was not very good.
3?
It wasn't very good.
No.
One of the missions in one of the Call of Duty is like COD 2 or Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3 is they had a Red Dawn mission. They attacked the U.S.
Oh, really?
and you had to fight in like in a neighborhood. It was one of the missions.
Oh, that was the original Modern Warfare 2. When
Was it
It was
2?
in DC. Yeah.
Well, yeah, they also
White
had that
House.
one, but I remember specifically because there was like
Yeah,
a
it was
burger
part-
shack.
Yeah, it was part of that DC.
You had one of the things like go get to the burger shop or something like that.
Yeah.
It was too, because that's the one where they frame and they shoot all the people. The
Yeah.
Russians shoot all the people in the
Yeah,
Russian
no
airport.
Russian. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they frame the like U.S.
Which is why
for it.
which is why they said no Russian, because they wanted
Yeah.
to blame the Americans on it.
Yeah.
I do actually think I remember that.
And
That might have been
that's
Modern
like one
Warfare
of the-
2 then.
That's one of
It
the
was Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah,
one of the
then it is Modern Warfare
It's one
2.
of the last missions that you
Yeah.
play in.
Yeah.
It's like DC is under attack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I played that campaign,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Yeah, that game got banned in so many fucking countries.
Oh, it
'cause of
did?
that.
Yeah.
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 Like the second mission is no Russian.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's when you're just shooting an airport.
It was banned in like I think like 100 something countries.
That's
Yeah.
impressive. Seeing there's only 196.
Here, let's do.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
Has anybody watched Civil War since it came out on Max?
No.
No.
Didn't even know it did. All I'm looking forward to in about 6 weeks, Last of Us Season 2 is coming out, and I am pumped.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about that too. Did you watch that one? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah. Seeing I already know what happens. It's his fucking beard. It was his beard.
No.
No, that's me.
No, what the fuck? What are you doing?
What are you doing, step bro?
What are you
Not
doing,
that.
Step Can?
The fuck?
But yeah, I already know the full story of Last of Us, so I'm.
Yeah, I don't,
I'm,
and I
I'm
don't
more
wanna
looking
know.
forward to how they adapt it rather than see what happens.
I wish they would. So you know how like Microsoft is like sharing all their games now. Like they don't give a shit. I hope Sony does that.
They probably won't.
But the thing is like honestly, Microsoft like Xbox is not a competition. It's not. It's not. So just share it.
Yeah.
You make so much more money.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd love to play Gears of War again.
Ah, Gears of War is so great.
Play Halo.
Yeah,
Halo's great. Didn't they release Halo on something else? Or is that like the last thing they're hanging on to?
Oh,
Probably the
so
last
they
thing hanging on
removed
to.
a lot of countries removed the no Russian.
Oh, they just removed the mission?
Yeah.
Okay. How many, did it say how many it was?
It's a major fucking plot point, but okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but when they're attacking the U.S., it's okay.
Yeah, of course.
Fuck USA.
Well, they're not even an American company, are they?
Microsoft?
No.
Activision?
Yeah, but isn't it? What was it like Treyarch or whatever?
Treyarch makes the Black Ops games.
Yeah,
And then
but
Activision
it's
makes
something
the-
else now.
I don't know either.
I don't know. World at War. Zombies,
at
man.
War.
Ooh.
When you beat the campaign, you're just like, what the fuck's this?
Battlefields were so much better.
Never played the campaigns for Battlefield.
Oh, they were great.
Yeah. I think I played one of them. But the fucking hour-long fucking online matches.
One match.
One match was an hour long. Yeah.
Man,
And
I
it was
remember
hard.
Yeah.
It was fucking hard. You ever play the
Battlefield
Battlefields?
I feel like I played one. It's been a long time. I mostly played
I
Call
like
of Duty.
Battlefield 2.
I like I think it was Battlefield. It was called like Battlefield 1. It was
Yeah.
like the World War
But it was
One.
World War
Yeah.
One.
Yeah,
that was the best one.
That was fun.
Bro, so
I tried,
hard.
I
Yeah.
tried playing that one and I got bayoneted like 10 times right off rip. And I'm like,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, the people who play that game, man, it's worse than Hell Let Loose. No, Hell Let Loose is pretty bad.
Oh, I have that game and I played it. For
It's not
an
not
hour.
a bad game, but it's just like
No, it's not a bad game at all. Like it is.
it's hard.
It's reminiscent of Battlefield.
Yes.
And it's so fucking hard.
no like heads
So,
up display. You don't know what the fuck's going on. There's nothing to tell you. You just kind of.
What, Hell Let Loose?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I
started.
loaded that game up, and the first time, like literally within like 2 or 3 minutes, fucking 3 or 4 guys like that were right to my left just fucking miraculously exploded. I'm like, oh, okay, cool.
Well,
It's like, where are we going with this?
So me and 31 were both off for months together, you know, at separate injuries. Very strange.
A lot of overlap.
And so, yeah, it was a lot of overlap. And so he was like, download Hell Let Loose. And I was like, all right, fine, whatever. I had that downloaded for that day, I think, and I was like, nope.
It's like too realistic to the point to where you're like,
Because there's like no hit markers. There's no
Nope.
telling you how much ammo you have. There's
Nope.
no HUD.
Nope.
There's like no HUD at all. And you're like, what
they
the
don't-
fuck?
They
Yep.
don't help you out at all. No.
You can't even tell if it's an enemy or it's an
Nope.
ally. You can't.
Nope. No, it was tough.
Yeah.
Especially, and then the colorblind part is what made it even worse because you can't see anything because it's so dark.
And also, you were on lava, which didn't help.
Nah. Oh. Maybe. But
Because I remember specifically because you were like trying to talk and like, what the fuck, this thing's talking. And then like 30 minutes later, you just didn't talk at all. I'm like, Papa Smurf? Papa Smurf? You're like, huh? Huh?
you were like, come to checkpoint C or whatever. And I'm like, I don't know where I am.
Trying to play one of the hardest first person shooters, fucking on lava. You're like, it's just hard.
Yeah, that was interesting. I do remember that now. That game was so fucking hard.
I can't wait for the fuckery when GTA 6 comes out.
Yeah. That is probably, I will buy that game.
I'm not.
You're not going to buy it?
No.
Why?
Maybe, but
It takes
not
place
right
in
away.
your
Yeah, it's in Florida.
yeah.
Miami-Dade.
We need you to tell us how accurate it is.
Actually, apparently,
It's pretty spot on.
everybody who's looked at the videos and everything, like
Right.
they went through with like Google does for Street View,
Yeah.
and they made it apparently exact.
Or even
Yeah.
GTA 5 is hella accurate.
Where is that?
It's LA.
LA.
Yeah.
L.A.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, even the buildings. I mean, they said it was exact. You roll down the street, and that's exactly what it looks like. So
Apparently, they got part of the Everglades in there and stuff like that.
so you can have
Ooh.
bodies.
I can just see it now. First thing that happens when you load up is you get fucking eaten by an alligator.
They better have fucking gators in there.
Well, they have
I'm sure
to.
they will.
It's
I'm
fucking
sure they will.
Florida.
If they didn't, that would be like a huge oversight.
There'll be a mission where you feed people to
Yeah.
alligators.
Yeah, there has to be.
Yeah.
Dispose of the body.
Yeah,
Go to the Everglades.
yeah.
You know the Everglades is a river, right? That they, What?
Do you remember?
I didn't say anything.
Do you remember?
No, I don't remember. But this is interesting.
Okay.
So I'm gonna let him proceed.
That the government is like, it's a real environmental problem down there.
Hold on. Are we going conspiracy theory?
No,
or
it's
are
a
you...
true thing.
Okay, so it's
They're diverting the water and shit like that, and it's causing problems with the ecosystem down there.
hold on. They're okay. So the Everglades
It's supposed
is
to,
a river.
yeah, it moves like an inch an hour.
Oh,
Yeah, it's pretty slow.
so where does it start
Sounds
and
like
go
ED.
to?
Like the north. Or,
And it flows what into the ocean?
yeah, it flows south. But they're diverting it to the east and west
Why?
because they need water in certain areas.
Why?
Because people drink water.
Why? You gonna drink Everglades water?
Well, they filter
Filtered.
it.
Filtered
Yeah. That's
I mean, you shower in water that was once filled with piss and shit.
well, I understand that, but
Yeah, it flows from Lake Okeechobee.
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 Larry Ogunjobi?
That's what that sounds like.
Yeah.
That motherfucker was
I
good
gotta
for like
go.
a year.
Okay.
Fucking A.
Well, we'll end it on that anyways. Apparently the Everglades is a river. Okay. I did not know that. I thought it was just swampland.
Denial is a river.
Denial
In
is a
Egypt.
river in Egypt. That's right. So with that, I hope everybody enjoyed the show. It's actually a pretty long one. And don't forget about that ref that got his nuts bit by a 4-year-old. That's fun.
Yep.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Yep. That's just one thing you can cross off his bucket list now.
So that was another episode of the Grossly Off Topic Podcast. I was your host, Pop Smurf.
Toucans.
I'm Redbeard.
I'm Florida Man.
31.
You fucking dick.
fantastic. I got to pinch one off.
Yes, the Everglades is a slow-moving river in South Florida.
You ain't doing that in my house.
All right. Are you going to say bye?
I did say bye.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, Redbeard said it for me.
Redbeard said it for you.
Yeah.
All right, bye.